Open up those doors. The pub is officially open. Adam has poured his first beer, ladies and gentlemen. He was pouring it. I'm like, wait, you're supposed to pour it on the air. What's going on, everyone? How's it going? It's RobFuz here. Welcome to PubTalk. And I can hear myself back. I'm so amateur. Who invited this guy on? Sorry, guys.
Cool.
I was guilty of not having mine on mute, so that was probably
that was maybe all of us then. Sorry about that, guys. How's it going, everyone? Welcome to another. We go off to a bad start. Off to another mega hangout open bar. We had such a blast. I think we did it like 2 weeks ago, episode number 19. So I said, you know what? Let's do it again. So this man right here, DizneyDan, did it Saturday for his 1 year anniversary of Disney Fiasco. Happy anniversary, Dan. It was so amazing. Thank you so much. If you guys didn't see, definitely check out Dan's channel, DizneyDan. He's amazing. He's my partner channel. He did his 1 year anniversary of Disney Fiasco, and it was amazing. And we had a PubTalk reunion in the middle of the show. I was very unexpected. Thank you so much.
It was like a PubTalk 1.5 or whatever it was.
I was going to say. I mean, this episode count has not gone up from like 20 to 22. So does that make yours 20.5?
well, you're the ringleader, so you can decide on that one.
20.5.
There we go. I can't go back and change it, unfortunately, but yeah, no, thank you for that. It was a lot of fun, actually. We had a lot of fun doing our mini pub talk in the middle of Fiasco, and with Star Wars Sunday that I did last night. This will probably be the longest time I've ever live streamed or been on a live stream, and that even beats out my 24 somewhat hour live stream I did last year.
I can't wait. I'm excited.
So yeah, no, thank you for having me back. I'm looking forward to another pub talk and with some amazing friends and some awesome content creators.
Awesome. So if you guys are new to my channel, I'm RobFuz. I do Disney, I do fun, I do live streaming, I do a whole bunch of stuff. Already we got a super chat. Donna Jaworski, thank you so much for that super chat.
Hey, Donna.
Donna says, hey guys, sorry I won't be catching a lot of the live tonight. Heading to Hollywood Studios. We should have her on tonight. Donna, you should come on. But I'll be checking in and watching the replay for sure. Gonna be epic. Love you guys. Thank you so much, Donna. It was so nice of you for the super chat. And Donna sent me mail. I did wear my shirt during Disney Fiasco. So and Arjan sent it to me, and Donna sent me some pins. So thank you so much, Donna. I think she missed that too.
Donna could do it from in front of the great movie ride like Dan.
yeah. Do a reenactment. So, but yeah, my channel RobFuz. If you haven't subscribed, please hit the subscribe button. Hit that little bell. We do live streams all different times and everything. So definitely check it out. I go live every Friday with Frankie Friday, my nephew, and we do pub talks on Friday as well. There's no pub talk this Friday though. We're doing it today, so there's no show on Friday. So, but I'm going to be popping up everywhere. I'll be talking about it later. I think I'm going to be on this guy's show right here, Bob of Bob and Ashley. Bob, what's going on, brother? I think we're going to do a live show stream tomorrow or Wednesday.
Wednesday. Yeah, we'll
check out my Twitter.
Wednesday.
Yeah, Wednesday. We're good. At some point, at about 5 on Wednesday, we're going to be before Mickey's Magic goes on Meg. We're going to be before all those people. So whoever's on Wednesday. There we go. Takina, $10 super chat.
Yeah,
what's up, Takina. Guys, thank you so much, Takina. So nice. But definitely check out all my partner channels below and my power channels. We got partner channels. We got my sponsor channel, D&G Explorers here. Derick, my man, what's going on? How you doing, buddy? Thank you for coming in.
Thank you.
Hold on, time out. If there's a drink involved, Derick is here. Dilly, my man, is he got a drink?
Greg isn't here, but I have my stand-in, which is probably a better drinker than Greg, which is the pirate or the parrot back there. So dilly, everyone. Greg's at work, so he should be here. He'll miss the show, but dilly, everyone. Thank you for having me on. I'm still trying to recuperate from Vegas of last week, so just getting in. We didn't even release a video. We didn't go live last week, so we're just trying to get everything adjusted.
Well, we're gonna need a super chat alarm tonight, by the way, guys.
Dougie, thank you,
Dougie.
Dougie. And if you guys want to pop on, hit me a message on Twitter. I'll send you the link. We'll get everyone in here if you want to come on in. So we have a set schedule this time. We don't have much people at once, so it's going to be a little bit. We're going to tone it down a little bit, as Arjan would say. So Dan did it amazing. He had shifts on Saturday. I really liked it, so I stole this. Dan, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Copyrighted DizneyDan.
Yes.
Speaking of royalties, come to me.
my two new partner channels, DizneyDan and of course Steve of StevesWorld. Welcome, brother. How you doing, Steve? Steve came home early from work to be on. Thank you so much, Steve. Thank you so much. And Steve's show is today 8:00. So guys, if you're not here the whole time, 8:00, StevesWorld. The link's below. He's so close to 1,000 subscribers. If you haven't subscribed to Steve, please get your subscribe to his channel. He's going. What are you talking about today, Steve?
We're doing our Impossible Disney trivia tonight. We're doing the Aladin version in honor of the Aladin movie coming out. So, got some pretty rough questions that we encourage and expect you to use Google for. So, and we got a prize for the winner too. So,
I like that. Let's go. He's like, look at me. I could Google it and cheat. I like that. So, and of course, last but not least, this maniac this guy's had an incredible day. I'm so proud. Adam, thank you so much for making. I don't know if we could talk about, we can't talk about, we can talk about. We might have to kill people if we talk about it. Adam of AdamsLand, his daughter Ebony's little channel, my other partner channels. Welcome to the pub, Adam. He's never missed a pub.
I'm never out of the pub. I'm always in the pub, so yeah.
How you doing, buddy?
Hello, everyone.
Did you talk about anything today? A little teaser?
I'm exhausted. I've had such a long 24 hours from staying up to watch Game of Thrones last night, which finished at 3:30 a.m. UK time.
Your time, yeah, you're in London, in UK.
And then I was up less than 4 hours later to go to London for a production meeting for the next film that we're going to be working on, which I can't really say a lot about right now, but that was a productive meeting. And then I headed over to Leicester Square for the Rocketman world premiere was going on there. I can't really say much more about it.
Whoa. He just candy coated over that.
Yeah, that's
Adam went to the Rocketman premiere. That is awesome, man. That's so cool.
He failed to mention that he was actually Elton John.
Yeah. So yeah, it's been an exhausting day. I've literally just got back from London about 10-15 minutes before we went live. So I've just ordered a pizza, so I will be ducking out the stream when I need to eat. So
was that the first time the movie's ever been shown, by the way? Like ever?
Yes.
Cool. I can't wait to see it. I'm really excited. So
when Adam says he's going to get pizza, actually he's going to turn off the stream and come back in a spanking jumpsuit, playing the keyboard with circular sunglasses.
Yeah, just make sure you have the glasses.
I am not in costume, so yeah.
Cool. That's awesome. Well, welcome, Adam. So I saw you have merchandise on AdamsLand too. I saw that video drop.
Yes, yeah. So Ebony and I I mean, we've seen a lot of our great partner channels and friends in the community. Dan himself has merch on Spreadshirt. Obviously, Resort TV One, Our Theme Life. A lot of the channels out there all offer great merch. Yeah. So I mean, it was something that Ebony said it would be really cool to have Ebony's little channel on a T-shirt or AdamsLand on a T-shirt, and I thought, do you know what? Why not take a look? And so we decided to start a Spreadshirt channel, a Spreadshirt shop. And we're just going to do it through the one shop for both channels. So it is just under the name AdamsLand, but obviously we'll put Ebony's stuff in there as well. And yeah, we'll just see how it goes. So yeah, check it out if you've not already seen it. And we posted, Ebony and I shot a dual video last night where like literally the only difference between our two videos is the AdamsLand intro or the Ebony's Little Channel intro, but essentially it's the same video on both channels. It's a collab video where we're both just kind of saying, you know, just please go and check it out.
That is awesome. And again, thank you so much for Dougie, Takina, and Donna. Thank you so much for the super chats. That was awesome, you guys.
Yeah, I was going to read out the messages because I'm not sure if you said.
Go ahead, Adam. That's my good last.
Dougie said, "Look at all the people," and yes, look at all the people. It's a great cast tonight, and there's more to come as well. Takina though obviously said, "What's up, fellas? I'm drinking with you guys now." So chin chin, Takina. There we go.
Cheers, everyone, to Takina. Thank you. I think if you do a super chat, you get a cheers. So hold on a sec. To Dougie. Cheers, guys. Down the line.
Cheers to Dougie. Cheers to Donna.
Dilly.
And then Takina. Cheers, Takina. Cheers. And then, of course, Donna. Cheers. Dilly. To Donna for the super chat.
To Donna.
I just invented that. We're going to get a cheers if you guys in the super chat.
If we're going to cheers and drink for every... Oh, God, we could get wasted if everyone...
I'm not.
All right, I could get wasted.
You could get.
Yeah,
You get Adam wasted. You guys are super chats. You get Adam wasted. So go ahead, Adam. Who's in the chat there? Who's
so who is in the chat? Let's start from the bottom and work up. So Disney Circus Girl, welcome. T-Town, Mary Ellen. I was going to say StevesWorld. He's live with us right now. Matt Lake. Okay.
More sunshine, please, in the chat.
More sunshine, please. AJC Magic TV.
Jim is coming in pretty soon.
Oz, Laurel. I'm going to just keep on scrolling up as quick as I can.
Laurel.
Grace F. K. Atwood, what did you think of Game of Thrones? We may talk about that later.
We're getting there. It's one of our topics.
Yeah. Some guy called DizneyDan.
You always do that. I was actually just about to say, like, Adam, aren't you forgetting something you always say every single
some guy called DizneyDan. Yeah, no, it's the Shep family and so on. And so Bill's Odds and Ends. Hey, Bill. Welcome.
Bill?
Welcome.
Dreamers Empires here.
To answer your question, yes, more sunshine, please, is in the chat. LSU Mom. Yeah, I know. Ruth Metcalf, obviously a long time fan of the pub. So yeah, welcome everyone. Sorry if I've missed you out. Cargo's in as well.
Cargo's in the house.
Yeah. So, and if I've missed you guys, Nick as well, Magical News Live. If I've missed you guys, I'm scrolling quite quickly through it. So just keep on messaging and we will show you out.
Sweet. Yeah. So, I want to talk a little bit more about Disney Fiasco. Dan, how do you think it went?
Look,
how was it to do 3 hours alone like that? Now you're in my role here.
Yeah. So I think after the second hour going into the third hour, I actually felt like we've only been doing it for an hour. Like it really felt really quick. And then I think by the time I was coming up to my third hour, I started to feel a little drowsy. I think people could tell it was 3 a.m. And then after the stream ended, we were still chatting for maybe 20 minutes. So I was just like, I need to go to bed. It's like nearly 4 a.m. But it was so much fun, and just having everybody there, and just not just people who are actually on the stream, but people in the chat, and just spending this time with us, and just celebrating something that I've worked really hard for, and I've put my blood, sweat, and tears into the show, and I'm looking forward to more episodes to come. And it was just so nice having people who've been on the show before be on there. I like the fact we did a mini pub talk in there, and
great surprise.
It was I just really enjoyed
mini pub talk.
And I even just enjoyed seeing the people in the chat as well, and just seeing people who haven't even been in Fiasco for such a long time just come in and watch. So so to everybody who joined that evening, Saturday night, it was a lot of fun, and I'm really grateful. And all the feedback that I've got is just so humbling. Like, I really enjoyed everybody just saying, congratulations, Dan. People were like saying, you helped us live stream. We were kind of inspired by you, and I'm like, that's just the most amazing, humbling feeling I've ever had. So this is why I love this community.
It was like a YouTubers kind of Infinity War or Endgame, like just a great ensemble cast. So I enjoyed that, seeing so many amazing people all in the one place.
And what I really want to do, because this was, I invited people who had been on before, but that doesn't mean like I want to bring in new people. So I'm always like, if you're interested being on Fiasco, just let me know and we'll have a great time. And I'm it's not just a show about Disney, it's just about as well promoting people's channels and people who I've got to know over the couple of years and whatever. So it's all about just making those connections and having a great time anyway. So if anyone here is interested, anybody in the chat is interested and creates content, just let me know and we can sort something out and have a Fiasco episode.
Nice.
Sounds great. I like the way you separated the 3 different hours. So I think you did a great job with that too.
Yeah, with figuring out the thing we did last time, realizing that we only were allowed 10 people. So I was just like, how am I going to figure this out when I've got nearly over 20 people? So I thought, let's do it in shifts. No hard feelings if you're only on for an hour.
Pizza, I'll be back.
Adam, that better be pizza. So
Brandon's the pizza delivery guy. How you doing,
Pizza
buddy?
time.
Adam just went to go get his pizza, so I said, "You're the pizza delivery guy." So
Hey,
it's too
this is
funny.
perfect Spider-Man 2 time. I come up, pizza time. You're late. I'm not paying for the, because I'm late to the pub. Sorry.
It's all right, Brandon. I get your fake idea like that, so no problem, pal. What's going on, man? How you doing? Brandon's on break from work, so he wanted to pop in. So one of the
Yeah,
that's better. Yeah, you have like that whole like mysterious kind of shadow look going there, like one of those classic Hollywood starlets. The way you're lit, like it's too funny.
yeah. I'm in my parking garage, and like straight in front of me is like a straight wall, so it's covering my face from the sun. But right here is like an open area. I'm like, come on.
It's too funny. So what's going on, man? How you been? All good?
Yeah,
We never had a good time for Brandon to come on. I apologize, Brandon. He's
every
like, I
time
can
I
do
join
it
it,
on the
we're wrapping
weekends.
up.
It's too funny. So yeah, we're going 3 hours today. We have a couple shifts, and then of course StevesWorld's going to go live right after us. So hang in there, Brandon. I know you can stay for a little bit, so just hang in there.
I
So
got
what's going
about
on?
40 minutes.
Okay, wow. Okay, cool. So I guess the big topic is Game of Thrones. This guy right here was not very happy. So hold on a sec. Pizza is here. Look at this.
Yes, the
Ooh,
pizza.
God, how
black
much
box.
pizza did you get?
Apparently, they decided to send a load more that I didn't even order. So I was like, okay, well, I won't
Nice.
turn down free stuff. So yeah, I'll be.
Adam's having like the best day of his life.
I'm having the best day of my life. so
Please
Yeah.
break out into song.
no.
So why don't we just start a Game of Thrones? So
oh.
who wants to take it first? Let's let Bob go first, Bob.
You just know I wasn't happy with it.
I do.
I just thought it could have been better. I can't, unless you like that ending, I can't see his books selling now. Who would want to read 2 more books with that crap of the last season?
I think the books are going to contain a lot more than.
I hope they contain a different ending, because then I'll read them.
Well, see, I heard. I mean, because obviously, when it got to the TV show catching up to and overtaking the books, obviously, George R. R. Martin then said, "Kind of, you guys run with it." And then what he said, I think what he did at the end was he gave them a couple of different endings to kind of work with. And he said this was his preferred one, not the one that we've seen on TV. He said which one was his preferred ending, but gave them another one to work with as well. We don't know which one they've put out, so it could be that his books have a different ending. We don't know. So
Yeah, because Bran becoming king is like that guy who is
Hold
in
on a
your.
second. It's going to be spoilers because
Oh,
series
shoot, I'm sorry.
finales, there's going to be spoilers. So I apologize
If you haven't seen it, my bad.
guys come back, but there's going to be spoilers here. So
Everyone dies.
Eventually.
go ahead.
Superman shows up.
Yeah,
So,
but
yeah.
for him to be.
apologies to anyone. Oh, Dougie's just posted another super chat, by the way. Another wee one before I go bankrupt. Good night, folks. Have fun and stay beautiful. So,
Dougie, do you want to come on and say hi real quick?
Cheers, Dougie.
Oh, thank you so much for reading that, Adams. Thank you for the super chat, Dougie. Appreciate it. It's okay.
Cheers, Dougie.
Oh,
And
yeah,
what do our cheers? Gosh, you're slacking.
cheers. Yeah, oh God.
You're
Right,
slacking.
okay.
Cheers,
Come on.
down the line,
Come on.
down the line, Adam.
Come on, gentlemen.
Steve's up. Here you go, Dan. Adam, of
Let's go to the
course.
pub without a drink.
Again, once again, let's just
By the way-
reiterate for anybody that is in the pub watching at the moment, or anyone that's watching on the replay, we are going to discuss Game of Thrones and its potential spoilers if you've not seen the last episode yet. So,
Yes. I
Just,
burped 3 times, by the way. They're sponsored by this guy, DG Explorers, Derick and Greggory. Definitely check out their channel. All my burps are sponsored by these guys. Burp counts up to 3. Dilly, my man. So,
Dilly.
so go ahead. Bob was talking. Anyone else want to talk about Game of Thrones?
I enjoyed the ending. I mean, they definitely had potential for more episodes, which I kind of wish they did, because they go from having this episode where Daenerys is straight up burning down an entire city to just wrapping it up all in 1 hour and 10 minutes. So
yeah,
they definitely could have had.
Go ahead,
Sorry.
Good.
Go on,
Like,
Brett, go on,
it definitely had chance for more episodes of the season, and as well as like how the ending went, they could have definitely. It looks like they're setting up spinoffs.
Yes, I would agree with spin-offs there. I think there's definite spin-offs possible, and possible sort of prequels, I guess, a bit like they did with the Lord of the Rings and the Hobbit. So
Did anyone notice that little water bottle during the round table meeting?
I heard there was another gaff.
Water bottles, apparently.
Yeah, I'd hate to be the script supervisors on that show right now, because they're going to get nailed.
They had a, what's it called, a coffee cup there, right?
Yeah,
was it a Starbucks cup, and then they had a water bottle this time? So
yeah,
continuity director must have.
Show's over now, so those people aren't worried.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many people that's got past though. Like, you know, the poor people that are going to take the hit for that are the script supervisors, who are responsible on set for making sure the continuity is there with everything that's in place. But it could have got fixed in post-production, like when they're editing it. It could have got the director should have spotted it. So there's so many people that falls on. I can't believe that these gaffes got past that many people on more than one occasion.
Actually, it happened already. It happened a couple episodes ago. How does it happen again?
It's bad that it's got past so many people. So, but
I feel like they ended up just giving up with, since it's their like the final 2 episodes.
As for the ending, I thought it was an okay ending. I wasn't disappointed, but I wanted more. I think, you know, I found myself sort of wanting more, and as the credits rolled, I was even kind of crying out for like some sort of post-credit scene, like you would see in an Avengers movie or something. I don't know. Maybe that's just the part of me that didn't want the whole thing to end, because I've enjoyed the whole journey throughout. It wasn't a terrible ending. It was kind of, for me, it was a little bit almost like with Lord of the Rings, and like me and Dan have mentioned with Endgame as well, where you got multiple endings at the end. You know, it seemed that the ending seemed to go on quite a while. The one thing I would say is the whole last 2 episodes, and probably especially the last one itself, felt very rushed. They could have those kind of hour and 20-minute, hour and 30-minute episodes for the last 2 episodes probably could have spanned 4 or 5 episodes alone in what's gone on in that all that time. So
I thought those episodes were great, though. But yeah, I agree with you 100%.
They were good, but they were very rushed, and especially that last one, because that last episode last night, you had, and I don't know whether your commercial breaks hit at different times.
We don't have commercials.
Yeah, we don't get commercials.
Did yours play all the way through?
Yep.
Oh, okay, so we got commercial breaks, but then obviously so obviously you had the scene with John and Danny, and again spoilers coming up, but obviously the proverbial hits the fan. That's all I'll say, and something bad happens, and that's kind of the end of that, and then all of a sudden it jumps to sort of Tyrion in a prison cell, and it's 2 weeks later, and it's like, how there was nothing that kind of determined that was 2 weeks later until he kind of came down to speak to everyone when he was kind of let out the cell, and I was like,
it was 2 weeks.
It just felt like such a horrible jump. You know, he kind of walked down, and suddenly everyone was there that hadn't been in the episode for the last 2.5 episodes or whatever, and I was like, what the hell's just gone on here? So
yeah, they've done that throughout the whole show, like not explaining a time jump, which I kind of, and I'm not a fan of, because like, I mean, I kind of like pieced together they had a time jump only because of Tyrion's long beard, but that was it. Like, I wish they'd give us like timestamps.
That's how they do all the time jumps, long beards. But that too, and why didn't Grey Worm take care of John? Why would he arrest him? If you were Grey Worm and you served Danny, you wouldn't have just arrested John. He would have killed him on the spot.
Yeah, that was a loophole. That was a loophole, I guess.
And the whole deal about him being a Targaryen, nothing, no payoff whatsoever.
I think the payoff in that was that
he wouldn't sleep with his mom.
Drogon didn't burn him to death. Yeah, I think that was the payoff. Was that had that been anyone else, there would have been a dragon massacre.
They made sure that he knew who he was when he walked up to him before he went in and did what he did.
Yeah,
that was a pretty cool scene when he came up out of the ash.
Yeah, yeah, that was almost terrifying. But
Very cool. A lot of times, I don't think the dragon looks that great, but that final scene, the dragon looked amazing.
It looked really cool when it was behind her and it put the wings up behind her. Do you see that
Yeah.
scene?
yeah,
That was great.
yeah. I joked actually a week ago as well. Like after all of the chaos that had gone on when Danny lost the plot and decided to burn everything to the ground, I kind of joked to a few people. I said, "Is there even a throne left to sit on?" And I think Drogon answered that for us. So
I can vouch that. I can vouch he said that.
yeah. So yeah, I think Drogon decided to answer that for us. So
Yeah, John got screwed out of the whole deal.
I really enjoyed it. Unlike my other partner channel, Mouse Talk, he was not a fan. I thought the whole entire series was phenomenal from start to finish. The only exception is that they wrapped up so much time in that 1 hour segment last night that could have been another 3 or 4 episodes, in my opinion. But I think everything was done. I don't even care about the ending, the way people, it come full circle for John. He was a bastard son that wound up coming all the way back around. He's been sent back off to the Night Watch, which, yes, that is a sad part about it. But at the same time, we don't always get what we want in the story, and I'm okay with that. But we got a lot of good stuff, and the way it happened, the dragon respecting that he was a Targaryen, I thought it was phenomenal all the way across the board, and I'm okay with the ending the way it was.
yeah.
And it leaves it open for a lot more possibilities, too. You could have prequels or spinoffs, especially with the 3 Starks remaining. Well, 2.5 Starks remaining. He's not really a Stark, but I thought it was incredible. And you never know. They could always bring it back later where he comes back to become the rightful king again. And they left it open for us to have. But I thought it was phenomenal.
They did film several different endings as well, so they could have gone down any different tack. They did film several different endings, and these are the ones that, after all the shooting was done, the producers chose to run with these ones. So not even the cast knew which endings they were going to run with because they'd put that many in, or they'd filmed that many. So
well, this leak got out midway through last week that was the ending, and it played out.
I had heard the rumor. Well, okay, the rumors I had heard, 75% of it came true, but there was another bit that I'd heard that didn't happen. So, which was to do with...
We have Roadtrip Dave in the house. What's up?
What up, fellas?
Hey,
How
Dave.
y'all doing?
What's up, Dave?
What's up? Hold on a sec. My headset's get outside.
Wait. What do we do with that light button, Dave?
Oh, we choke slam it.
Yeah.
He's driving, too. That's real safe.
I take all sorts of risks, man, and I'm taking them all for you guys.
Dave, do what I'm doing. Prop it up on your steering wheel.
Oh, there,
Just like-
there you go.
There you go. Or like where your speedometer is.
Steering wheel's like a perfect tripod, by
It
the
won't
way.
fit. Brandon, it won't fit, man. I'm
What
screwed.
about your speedometer? Try and put it on your speedometer.
It won't. It
Then
won't
he won't
fit.
know how fast he's going.
I just tried. I just tried. It won't work.
Born to be
Hang on.
wild. I love it.
When Dave says he takes all sorts of risks for us and he's coming into PubTalk, he's not drink driving, are you? Dave, you're not drink driving, are you?
No. Not going that route yet.
I'm joking.
He's on the highway to hell.
Yeah.
Nice.
I can see right now, Charlotte PD. Just by you saying that, Adam, they'll probably be like, "Oh, okay, we got to find this guy."
The lights are in your rear view.
Exactly. If I have to drop real suddenly, it's because I got busted by the fuzz. So, thanks a lot.
The RobFuz.
I got busted by
the RobFuz.
Sorry, Fuzz. I was talking to the RobFuz.
Nice. Dave, are you a Game of Thrones fan? Did you watch Game of Thrones? That's what we're talking about now.
I actually caught I've been kind of keeping up with the story just a little bit here and there. I usually like to. I don't really watch like the whole TV show, but I didn't mind watching spoilers and stuff. And I've watched a couple of. Have you guys have heard of Mauler? Mauler does a lot.
That YouTube channel.
Yeah, the YouTube channel Mauler. I subscribed to him, and he was doing a couple of spoiler rages, if you will, on the show, because he's he's not really liking the ending so much. I'm not surprised that they went that route, and I guess it's okay to give out spoilers here, right?
Yeah, we're talking spoilers.
Yeah,
Okay.
we're doing the spoilers. Yeah.
Okay, cool. I mean, I'm not surprised that John killed Danny. I'm not surprised at all. And the only reason why was because, well, I mean, she did go a little insane from the previous episode. You know, it's kind of hard. It's kind of hard for you to sit there and say she's the good guy anymore. You know, it was a little. I mean, I understood that.
She was starting to become her father.
Well, what did her in was when she said from Winterfell to Dorne.
Yes. Yeah, that was the telltale line where you knew John was going to have to shift his opinion as well. So.
Yeah.
It reminded me of Walking Dead when I forget her name. I think it was like Lizzie or something, and they were like, "Look at the flowers, Lizzie," after she killed her sister and stuff.
Yeah. When Carol shot that little kid. Because it was going. She went berserk and she slit her sister's throat. I mean, when you get to that point, I mean, they're kind of a lost cause. So I mean, everybody was upset about that. I could tell. There's this other YouTube channel, everything good. What is it? It's Peyton Swanson. She has a YouTube channel, and she was very upset about that. And I'm like, well, she kind of torched the place, though. She killed all these people. I'm not surprised, you know. But yeah, exactly. It's I mean, in terms of how everything went. I mean, Jon Snow. I was happy Jon Snow survived in the end and went on. Because he was, I'd say, the most stand-up guy of the bunch.
I think he was the guy that everyone was rooting for, but it would have been too obvious to put him on the throne. So that's why I
take it as a win that he survived, because he could have easily been killed off.
Yes. Yeah. Well, he was killed
or
off.
At least give him the opportunity. Give him the opportunity to decline the throne. That's what they should have did. They should have offered it to him, and then he said, "I don't want it," just like Master Aemon did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a casual watcher. This is my first season I've watched. I watched the first episode in this season, so it was a little rough for me to follow. Go ahead, Brandon. Sorry.
Oh, I wasn't saying anything.
Okay.
That was me, Rob. I think I'm kind of fading in and out a little bit.
That's okay.
Yeah. No, I happened to catch wind of the whole, the White Walker battle and all that, and just following it up here and there. But yeah, the only thing I wasn't really happy with was the.
What was it? What was it?
Muted. No. I just love Dave's picture. There we go. There's that. Howdy house.
Dave, what was it?
What was it, Dave, when you cut off?
My phone sucks, dude. No, I'm actually I'm supposed to be getting a phone call for a potential offer. So okay. I have to, and that's all I can say for now. I'll let you guys know more detail.
Great, man.
I did think it was cool that the dragon melted the throne. I think that was a really cool scene.
That was a cool moment. Yeah.
What was the one thing you didn't like? We didn't hear.
The one thing I didn't like was how they had, I guess, what's her name? Sansa? No, not Sansa. Arya. Arya, yeah. I didn't like her just leaving like that. I thought it was kind of lame.
Maybe she's leaving her own series.
Yeah, I think Arya is a potential spin-off.
She's a fan favorite.
That is true.
Could there be more than one spin-off?
There's going to be more than one.
But yeah, I can see an Arya spin-off coming. I can see I would say Tyrion, but that would just bring everything right back to the main storyline of the Throne.
That'll be the main storyline because Tyrion's too close to the king. But I think I think an Arya spin-off, if she's going to, she said, what's west of Westeros? Nobody's ever been west of Westeros, so they don't know. So that's kind of untrodden land. So that's a potential spin-off. And then the other one I've heard is like a set of prequel stuff. So yeah, where you'll maybe get to delve into characters that you've heard about but never seen. You know,
Irving Disney says, "Do spin-offs ever work? Would a Game of Thrones spin-off work? Would you guys watch it? I guess everyone would.
Well, I guess after Lord of the Rings, The Hobbit was fairly successful. So,
But that's
You got that, and
yes, it is. It is. But I mean, Game of Thrones is essentially almost movie-esque now.
Frasier
right?
was a spinoff of Cheers, and it worked out pretty successful.
But how good was Joey after Friends?
Yeah, that didn't work. That didn't work. That's fine. But I mean, Game of Thrones.
I would say most spin-offs don't work.
Game of Thrones is not a 25-minute sitcom. Game of Thrones is, I mean, especially at the end.
True.
Game of Thrones is a feature-length, £14 million an episode. You know, sort of blockbuster, essentially blockbuster TV show. So, you know, that's how much all the episodes were cost to make at the end. It's 14 million per episode. So that's astronomical. You know, you get movies made for less. So I mean, they could certainly make an hour-long TV show successful out of from that.
Yeah, just take a look at Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul. Better Call Saul is a spinoff. It's doing really well. I like script writers. They brought Peter Gould in. He's doing great. They brought characters in from prior Breaking Bad episodes. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Do you guys think they'll do a spinoff of Jon Snow? I mean, that they left that open too, with him going with the Wildlings. I think it's what they're called.
Well, that's what I want to see the most.
One of the rumors I heard was Jon Snow was going to go north of the Wall, which he did at the end with the Wildlings, and then he was going to see some sort of set of bodies out in a spiral, which is how the White Walkers arranged them to suggest that the White Walkers were going to return, and that could be a potential spin-off if that happened. But yeah, I don't know. That obviously didn't get shown in this episode. So
when they were going into the forest, that's what I was waiting to see. Two blue eyes pop up.
Yes, I was waiting to see something White Walker related. So I mean, there could be something with that as a spin-off. I don't know.
All right, you guys, I have a question. I've only seen the first episode of Game of Thrones. I haven't watched anything else. So, no, that's fine. I won't remember by the time if I watch it all. Should I invest the time? Because I've heard some negative comments on the ending.
Yes.
Should I invest the time?
Yeah.
Yes, and it took me 5 episodes to get into it. So if you invest that much, then you're in. That's what I've personally found. So it took me the first 5 episodes, and I was still kind of like, oh, okay, I'll give it another go. And then, I was in. So
I watched the first episode like 4 times, and I never got past the first episode. Don't ask, I just never did. And then, believe it or not, I skipped to this season. I just watched this season with my wife because she's watched every episode. And I enjoyed it, and I'm going to go back and I'm going to watch it all. So I think yes, definitely watch it.
Series too, that the cast was so vast that they just don't become attached to anybody because they may not be around very long, and the way they can just roll in characters and those new people the new actors could just come in and play those roles, I thought was phenomenal.
Yeah. Kate Atwood asks, she says it was a great show. Just don't get attached to anyone. And she said, "What do you think there would be an Unsullied spin-off?" I don't see it. I because there was only really one character in the whole Unsullied that we got to know, and that was Grey Worm. I don't see, aside from Grey Worm, and he doesn't have Melisandre now because, was it Melisandre? No, what was her name? Missandei, sorry, yes. Melisandre was, of course, the witch. Missandei, yeah, he doesn't have Missandei there now, so...
doesn't have any parts either.
Yes, yeah. So I just don't think there's enough substance there with the Unsullied to make a spin-off.
But the Unsullied could work their way into a Jon Snow spin-off or something like that.
Yes.
I don't think they would have let Jon Snow go like they did. He would have been dead.
Well, Grey Worm didn't want to. You can clearly tell that.
No.
Which surprised
me. They had him for 2 weeks. They could have, or 2 or 3 weeks. They could have easily killed him. And how they find out what happened? He had to tell them what happened. So the second he told him he stabbed her, then he would have killed her.
That's it, because her body wouldn't have been there after Drogon flew off of it. Her body wouldn't have been there for them to know.
That was a great scene.
He could have said, "Oh, she just nipped down to the shop to get the newspaper and some milk." I don't know.
So
did you guys think the dragon was going to kill? Go ahead, guys. Sorry.
You could have passed it off with saying, "Oh, there was somebody left alive. They came and killed her, and then Drogon flew off with her," and say that the dragon killed that one guy. Just look. His ashes are right there.
Yeah, but John's an honorable man, and he wouldn't have done that.
Ah, yeah, true.
What'd you think the dragon's reaction was going to be when he came in?
I thought he was going to kill John.
I thought he was going to try. I thought he was going to try and burn John alive, and John was not going to die from it because he's Targaryen. But yeah.
I didn't even know that. see, Derick, you need to watch the show to learn stuff like that. I know.
I don't know it either. So
yeah, but that's what I thought was going to happen. Evidently, I think the payoff, as we were discussing earlier, was Drogon knew that John was Targaryen and hence didn't do that. So.
All I know is there's a lot of pissed off people, especially Walt of Mouse Talk, who's going to be here later. And,
I don't know. To say his piece. So.
I think a lot of people have been disappointed with the whole season. I think in their minds they wanted it to go a certain way, and it just didn't happen. And there's so much negativity about it. I don't know.
And I'm okay with that. I don't. If something went the same way we always thought it would, I would never watch anything because there would be no need to.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah. That's the beauty of Game of Thrones, was it always left us guessing. And I mean, the magnitude of that show is it's arguably the biggest TV show that has ever been, and it's going to take a long time before we get a bigger show. The millions and millions and millions of fans around the world, you're not going to please everybody. It's impossible. So I don't see how else they could have ended it than the way they did. Without it being too predictable. Jon Snow's hit on the throne. Well, we didn't see that since season 3. I mean, it was. I think it was the way they ended it was quite good.
I thought so too.
Because it wasn't what we were all expecting, and that's why would Game of Thrones break that habit of a lifetime? They always did something that we weren't expecting, and that's what made the show so great. That's what made us go, oh my god, did that just happen at the Red Wedding or at the Purple Wedding or at the Battle of Black Water or anything? It always left us stunned as an audience and left us coming back for more. So I think that's that was.
Do you think the way it ended? It sounds like the last 2 episodes ended fast. Do you think it would have been better if they put another episode in?
I thought it could have done over another 2 episodes. Or
well, what's a normal season? It's like 10 episodes, and this was only 8, right?
They split from what I heard, they split the last season up into 2 seasons and only had 7 episodes last time and 6 this time. So it was a little bit rushed, but at the same time, it was spread out. But they did such a great, in my opinion, they did such a great job this season, all the way up through the Battle of the White Walkers. I thought last week's episode was incredible. Some people are mad that Cersei didn't die the way they wanted her to, but I thought it was phenomenal. This last episode, though, when you take everything that you had and you try to cram it that fast, that's the only issue I had with time.
Well, then
hold on a second. The way I saw this episode was the last 3 episodes was like one big episode. I didn't really see this as a single episode. I just didn't. I don't know. I'm sorry.
Too much information in that last hour. Everybody said, everything jumped 3 weeks, and it just went too long between. I mean, there was so much crammed in that last hour.
Well, then you seen how Cersei and Jaime were buried. How did they die? By one brick.
No,
on the show before, it all fell, but then Tyrion walked up and moved one brick, and there they were.
Well, when Tyrion walked up, though, the only thing that was shown was a hand.
Yeah.
I'm assuming that the idea was that he unburied them.
He only moved one brick and saw their face.
That was kind of
quick thing, I can't hear Adam. I don't know if he's muted or not.
He is muted.
He is muted.
You're muted, Adam. Here we go. I got to be honest with you. I'm going to take a break here. I love seeing Dave drive. This is such a best shot ever. Look at him. Look at him driving.
Oh, can you hear me?
He's muted too.
Dave's muted, but I think he did it on purpose. So
I didn't realize I was muted, but I'm gonna quickly jump away, eat a slice of pizza, and come back.
Okay, go eat. Go ahead. It's cool. So, all right. Any last closing words on Game of Thrones? Dave, you're muted there, buddy. If you want to up on mute there. We lost someone else too.
All right, now you can hear me.
We got you.
Now? Oh my word! No, I actually thought I wasn't muted for a while, and then but I mean the commentary on here has been awesome. Just to hear y'all's take on the different plot lines and the different twists.
Yeah, it was good. So Dave, I just wanted to give a little shout out to you. Don't definitely check out Roadtrip Dave. He goes live every Saturday. I didn't really get to say that before because he came in late, and he's a great partner channel. Thank you so much for coming in. If you have to pop off, Dave, I understand. So it was definitely
cool.
see
That's
on
cool.
here. So yeah, you just hang out, and if you have to go, I understand. So
Hey, I'm in a traffic jam. You guys want to see my traffic jam?
sure, why not?
All right, let's see.
Oh,
Let's
fun.
reverse the camera here. Oh nope, I messed that up. Let's try it again. Jeez, come on, man. There we go. There we go.
That's a traffic
Oh,
jam. I'll take that
beautiful.
any day.
Well, I'm off the exit ramp.
Okay.
This is just getting off the exit ramp.
All right, that's cool. Very cool. Well, hang in there, Dave. Thank you so much for coming on. So
Oh yeah, man. No,
So-
I appreciate you guys bringing me on. This is awesome.
no problem, man. So
can
I didn't
ask
want to
what-
ruin it because Derek didn't. Derek's a little behind, but American Idol did finish last night. I'm not going to ruin it, but I was. I'm just going to say the final 3 contestants I was really happy with. So it was a win-win for me. So I was a little surprised. It's not the person I voted for who won, but it was cool. We'll talk about it again down the line. But another
Didn't they
season
say
finale.
Didn't they
We're not going
say
to talk
American
about it
Idol
because
ended-
Derek didn't see it. Yeah.
Oh, I know, but didn't they say American Idol ended like they had their final season like 3 seasons ago, but they keep going?
No, it was on Fox and
Yeah,
ABC picked it up. So it's been on ABC for 2 seasons now. So
Oh, okay, gotcha.
I'm a sucker for that show. I really like it. My one big complaint about American Idol was it went 3 hours long finale, and it only needed to be an hour still. Like it didn't need to be 2 okay. 3 was
They
really
needed
stretched
to
it
switch
a while.
thrones, and they needed to switch thrones in American Idol's finales to run time.
And the problem is I watched American Idol first, then Game of Thrones. I went to bed 1 o'clock last night, which is nothing compared to Adam because he went to bed 3 or 4 or whatever because it's in the UK. But I really liked it. I know Dan is a huge fan of Big Bang Theory. Ended the series.
I haven't seen.
ended.
I haven't seen it. I haven't
It hasn't
actually
been on
seen
yet
the
either,
season,
have you?
but
This is
like
a great
Adam,
show.
I was up very late. I was watching WWE Money in the Bank last night, and
Oh,
I
nice.
heard that was terrible.
it
I-
was
I thought the last
interesting.
match was one of the best I'd ever seen.
The ladder match was very good. I hated how it ended.
Me too.
I think it was just unnecessary because the match was so good, and then spoiler alert, none of the people who actually competed in the match actually won the match. It was Brock Lesnar, who was the UFC fighter. It kind of really annoyed me because he's been out since WrestleMania, and everyone's really annoyed because he held the title and was doing his own thing, and it just really frustrated me. And you got such great talent who are in that match and don't get any reward from it.
You got all these other guys putting their blood, sweat, and tears in it, and out of nowhere, Brock Lesnar's grabbing the briefcase.
He just
Like,
comes
Well,
out and
And he doesn't need a briefcase to get a championship match. That's
No.
that's the problem I had with
So
it.
He shouldn't even-
basically, he was the brand of wrestling.
yeah.
You know, hey, here's the thing about Brock Lesnar, though, is he seems to, from what I understand, he seems to have the WWE's political clout. He seems to really seems to have Ed McMahon's ear, and from what I've seen too, that's the reason why they've started up this new wrestling league. Have you guys seen that?
AEW, which I'm
AEW.
so excited about.
Yeah, I mean, I actually watched a little bit of their promos on YouTube. I mean, it's very interesting, and I think that's the problem is that when you end up having a product like WWE, you end up becoming the monopoly, right? And then then pretty much you got the same guys who are always there. I know Brock Lesnar would be considered one of those. John Cena would be considered another. Roman Reigns. He's their poster boy. So, yeah, and it shafts a lot of the other talented guys that are out there, who they know how to promote themselves. They know how to work the mic. I mean, like Chris. I mean, this is what's kind of funny. I've always liked Chris Jericho because I think he does an amazing job with the mic. He's a great athlete, you know, and he seems to get the shaft a lot of the times. That's just my
He's
opinion.
with AEW now.
Well.
I heard that.
So if you weren't here yesterday during my Star Wars Sunday, I made up this thing called Dan Rant, and here we go. I'm going to do a Dan Rant. Vince McMahon.
Dun, 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 dun. You needed a theme song. Sorry.
Vince McMahon he is a pioneer of wrestling. But at his age right now, he's a senile, delusional old man. He has lost touch with the business. He doesn't understand anything what's going on anymore. He thinks all he cares about are these big guys who no one likes, and it just is time for him to go. You have his son, Shane McMahon, in one of the main event slots of Money in the Bank when you should be putting your younger talent over. You should be focusing on their developmental system in NXT, which is perhaps the best roster in the whole of wrestling to date. And it is a struggle to watch Monday Night Raw, Tuesday SmackDown every single week because it's the same repetitive garbage. And that's why I'm excited for AEW. You got amazing talent like Kenny Omega, the Young Bucks, Chris Jericho, all these amazing people coming in, doing something what the fans want and not what Vince McMahon wants. Vince McMahon needs to go. He's done. He go and work on it. He's doing some new American Football League. I don't know what it's. I can't remember what it's called.
XFL.
Go do that. Leave Triple H to go and do. That's probably Vince McMahon right now, isn't it?
I'll be right back.
That's probably Triple H needs to take over the company, because he's having issues with Vince McMahon as well. Triple H needs to take over and actually get a hold of this company. Otherwise, they're going to go bust, and no one's going to watch them because their ratings 100%. have been in the toilet. So,
I hated the whole Roman Reigns leukemia story. Like, yeah, he got leukemia. I'm not a fan of how fast they brought him back, and then they used.
He went to shoot a movie. He's in Hobbs and Shaw, the new Fast and Furious movie. He was working out. He may have had leukemia, but they made such a big deal out of it. He was out for 4 months. I'm sorry, but if you have cancer, it takes a lot longer, no matter who you are, to get over in 4 months. And he's still training. He's doing movies and stuff like that during his away time while he was trying to recover. I'm sorry, I know that's a really horrible thing to say, but WWE have done horrible things in the past to make things, to put over their talent. No one could put over Roman Reigns, and it actually had to get him sick to get people to like him. It's disgusting. I think Vince McMahon needs to get off his pedestal, get burnt. His throne needs to be burned down by the dragon from Game of Thrones, and he needs to leave.
Dan, do you think that leukemia? I mean, and this is the thing. I'm just not into the wrestling card anymore. That leukemia story was made up.
I don't think it's made up. I know he did actually have it when he was, going through his developmental and when he was younger. But they said it had come back. But for anybody who knows people who've gone through cancer and stuff like that, 4 months is a very suspicious amount of time to get fully recovered from cancer. I know there are methods of getting quickly recovered, but for somebody to work out as well as he did and to star in a movie while getting treated for leukemia, something just doesn't add up for me. And I do feel like the WWE would make something up like that just to get their man over, because no one got him over. Triple H didn't get him over. The Undertaker didn't get him over. Vince McMahon himself didn't get Roman Reigns over. It was only until he had leukemia. Yeah, it was only until he had leukemia where people started to feel bad for the guy, and I just don't buy it. I'm sorry, I just don't buy it.
Well, that goes back to Vince, like your comments about Vince. Roman he did used to be liked. I still like Roman. I've always liked him, but when it was the same thing, pushing Brock Lesnar, pushing Roman, pushing, the guys could never be beat, never be pinned. They kick out of everything. People get tired of it eventually, and I think that's what drew people to hate Roman Reigns. Yeah, but that was all Vince is doing.
I remember when he.
Sorry, Dan, but that's the same thing with like John Cena. Like, he would kick out of everything. You would have majority of the people hate him, and you'd have the little kids still cheering his name. That's because they're always getting pushed. But after the same repetitive stuff, kick out of two, kick out of two, kick out of two, it gets old.
Do you remember the night after WrestleMania where Reigns defeated The Undertaker?
Oh my God!
He was booed out of the building. He was being cursed at. He was telling him to go away. Like, I've never seen anything like it, because we are tired of this guy being pushed to the moon, being the poster boy, being a John Cena second-rate, bootleg of John Cena. We don't want him. We want to see like great talent. We want to see people like Sami Zayn, Ricochet, Aleister Black, all these upcoming great wrestlers, and actually giving us compelling storylines that we can get invested into, rather than have Roman Reigns come out, look like the tough guy, can't make a good promo, and does his same stupid Superman punch every single day, and it just it drives me insane. I can't believe I'm ranting so much. I'm sorry for people who don't know WWE, but it just it pains me, honestly.
Well, Vince writes Roman's lines too. He wrote The Rock's lines, and he's writing Roman's lines.
They're not even any good. The John Cena and Roman Reigns had well, John Cena cut down Roman Reigns like he was 12 years old.
Well, do you think that CM Punk had something going on? Like I came across like some of his rants when he was actually talking about the issues with WWE and how there's a whole bunch of favoritism going on. I mean, do you think CM Punk was like completely correct on that?
Everything CM Punk did on that pipe bomb thing where he sat on the stage is absolutely right. He said on the stage the company would be better off once Vince McMahon is dead. He said that live on TV. He said he'll be taken over by his stupid son-in-law, which is Triple H,
stupid daughter and his doofus son-in-law,
and Stephanie McMahon. The writers, they have like 30 odd creative writers, and every single one of them gets shot down because they just want to please Vince McMahon. They don't want to make a good show. They just want to please Vince McMahon because they don't want to get fired. I'm sorry, if you have a creative mind of 30 people, I don't know what you're paying these guys, because all you're doing is letting them write absolute garbage and then for it to get thrown in the trash. Like, it's completely pointless. Why even pay these people if Vince McMahon is going to write it all 20 minutes before they go live? Heck, I could make a better show, you know.
They need the Game of Thrones guys to do Star Wars. That's what they need. So.
Yeah, it's sad. It's sad. Like, honestly, I feel like when you compare it to the Attitude Era, it's completely different. And wrestling was popular. Now it's kind of like, sometimes I'm like, yes, I'm a wrestling fan. I feel kind of bad saying that because, you know, it's just, it sucks. It really does suck right now.
All right. Hey guys, sorry to cut you off, Dan. Rob, I gotta get going.
It is a 6 o'clock hour. We're gonna do a shift change. Thank you so much, Brandon, for stopping in.
Rob, I have arrived at my destination, and no accidents or anything like that. So I got to punch out myself.
All right. Thank you. Definitely check out Roadtrip Dave, my partner channel in crime. Thank you so much for coming. I appreciate it, Dave. He goes live most Saturdays. Check out his channel, 9 o'clock, right, Dave?
That's right, 9 o'clock Eastern. Choke slam that like button before you go.
Dave,
little Mickey.
Good to see you,
little Mickey.
Brandon.
One more.
Good to see all you guys.
Do a little Mickey Mouse for me, Dave. Come on.
Oh, gosh. All right, hold on. Hold on.
You don't have to. Bye, Brandon. Take care, buddy. If you have to go, he has to take a drink for this thing. Bye, Brandon. Okay.
See y'all later.
I love it. Thank you so much, Dave. Good seeing you.
You're welcome,
buddy.
brother. Talk to you guys later.
All right. Take care. I'll see you. Take care, man. Take care, Brandon. Good seeing you, buddy. Thank you so much.
I think Adam's about to do something.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
Oh, we had Hogan coming in.
You're coming in as a wrestler or something.
I'm not doing it this time.
You teased me, Adam. You teased me.
Yeah, I know. I thought I'd tease the running, but
probably be more entertaining than Monday Night Raw tonight. So.
Topics doesn't want to hear. So sorry about that. Can you hang a little bit longer, buddy? Eric, can you hear me?
Oh, I can hear you.
All right, cool. Can you hang a little bit? You're good to go. Hang in there.
Yeah.
Bob's gonna hang a little bit. Brandon's gonna get back to work. So,
All right, bye, guys.
Brandon, thank you so much.
See you, Brandon.
see you,
Any
Brandon.
other shit you guys want to come in? We got who do we got here? We got a surprise guest. Shep family's coming into some price. We got at some point too. Shep from Shep Family channel and Jim from More Sunshine. Please come on in, buddy. I see he's in the chat there. So, and I don't know. I think Walt's coming in at some point too. We got Dave from Brandy and Dave. And Meg might make an appearance too. I don't know. She has the open invitation, so I don't know if she's coming or not. So, so yeah, the shift's going to be changing here. So it's not as smooth as yours, Dan. So.
No, because I'm ranting and I'm sorry I distracted this whole stream.
I was just sat there eating pizza and I could just I had my headphones down on the sofa and I could just hear you start ranting about WWE. So I was like, I need to hulk up.
I thought I was mad about the Game of Thrones ending.
Bob, you need to understand when I'm passionate about something, whether it's Star Wars or WWE or whatever it is, I go all out.
And I used to run a community center in a town, and one of the things we used to do is we'd bring in the WWE's Farm Club. So I've had a lot of great people there. In one show I had at one point in time, it's when they get injured, they go to rehab or whatever. In one show, the main event was Mark Henry versus the Big Show.
Oh my God.
We had Zach Allen. What's that? Oh, it was back then. We're talking about a few years ago back when it was a little bit fun. But I had Brock Lesnar there before he joined the WWE. It was when he was in the Farm Club.
Oh wow!
And that guy might be the biggest piece of crap to walk this planet you've ever met in your entire life. He thought he was God's gift to the world, not just wrestling, to the world. And his attitude on TV is toned down for his attitude that he is in real life. Unless he's matured since then, that's who he is.
Jeez. Yeah. Look, I don't know.
All right, so why don't we move topics on?
Yeah. Before I explode, just let's move swiftly on.
It's too funny. Well, I wanted to tell you this during Disney Fiasco, so I didn't get a chance. So I made, and there's no time on your Disney Fiasco to talk about it, Dan, but I did make a top 10 list of what I like about you, by the way. So I know that sounds a little strange. And
we can't do that in just 10 minutes.
Did you do this for everyone or just Dan?
What was that? Oh, just Dan. That's all. Because I'm actually going to be interviewing Dan for a project I'm doing. So, and I think I'm going to reveal it on that. But you being passionate about what you believe in, that's all. I'm going to have a spoiler alert.
I'll leave you guys alone to talk.
I bet you.
About that. How's that?
I bet you one thing on that list is how much I love Jaws the Revenge.
Of course it's on. I gotta look. Ladies and hey, Adam, is more sunshine please in the chat? Adam, oh, he's gone.
He's not even here.
What's going on, Tim? Shift change is not as elaborate as a shift change as yours, but
how you doing, everybody?
What's up, Jim?
Cheers.
Hey,
whenever I get a super chat, we got to do a cheer, Jim. So,
okay.
Welcome
Gotcha.
to chat.
Cheers.
I'll be ready. Live stream the other day. Definitely check out More Sunshine, please. One of my power channels, one of my support channels here. His link is below. Great channel. He goes live Tuesdays at 7:30, right, Jim?
Yes, indeed. Tomorrow.
And I definitely enjoyed your last live stream. I didn't get to see it live, unfortunately, but I saw the replay. It was awesome. You did a great job. So I hope you're
thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. I try. Listen, I want to apologize ahead of time. My wife and I have started. Our aspiration is to be vegan. We just started this diet, and you may or may not know that a vegan diet is high in fiber. Now, when you use Google Hangouts, every time you make a noise, the camera cuts to you. I don't know if you can see where I'm going with this. If the camera cuts to me inexplicably, I am sorry.
I smell a new D&G sponsorship. I don't know. What do you think?
I gotta get that ready.
We'll call it a burp. Don't worry about it, Jim. So
thank you. Just so you understand.
And Derick, I am at 6 Burps, sponsored by D&G Explorers. This guy right here. Definitely check out their channel. Derick and Greggory go. I'm sorry, I didn't even mention this before. They go live generally Wednesdays, 9 o'clock in that Eastern time.
We kind of rotated around anywhere between 8 to 9, just depending on my work schedule. And we are going live 8 o'clock Eastern this time. We got a good channel coming on, La Lita Loca. So if you guys aren't familiar with cruising, they have like 22,000 subscribers, and they are growing quickly. So they're an awesome couple.
Bob was telling me about it before the stream. That sounds awesome. So.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
That's cool. Oh, by the way, happy birthday, Bob. His birthday just passed. It was last week. So
yesterday.
Happy birthday.
Yesterday. Yesterday.
Technically, it was happy birthday, buddy. So
now I'm older than you, Rob.
Oh, yeah, we're about the same age. Ladies and gentlemen, our special surprise guest, my Agent Extreme, Keen from Dreamers Empire, my man, and the live players. What's going on, buddy?
I mean, like Game of Thrones, I cannot, no, I don't know anything about Game of Thrones. All right. All right. Good to be here. Thanks, guys.
Oh, there we go. We got a super chat from this guy right here. Nice. Thank you so much, Derick. Dilly, my man. Thank you, guys.
Dilly.
Derick. Cheers, guys. I got another super chat.
Cheers.
Dean, you need a drink. It's the pub. Cheers, guys. Oh, Dean's got one. Here we go. Cheers, buddy. So what's going on?
Drink.
But by the way, Dean, this is Bob. Bob, this is Dean. I want to get Bob from Bob and Ashley. Hopefully, they can get on the live.
I know
play.
Bob. Bob.
Yeah, definitely.
Fantastic.
Well, there you go.
Yeah. Hey, Bob. So I got a
Gotta get
brother
them
named
moves.
Bob.
You do Epcot, Bob. That is true.
That's right.
Bob.
Yep.
Yes. Welcome to the stream. This is the first time I actually get to talk to Dean in person. So.
Yeah. Well,
on a stream, we did that thing. We did our I did the podcast.
We did the podcast.
This is the first time you came on my live stream. So
I'm gonna not look at the bottom people because they all are very smart and know stuff, and I'm like intimidated like crazy right now. So I'm going on mute. See you guys. No, I'll be here.
that is awesome. Welcome to the stream, Dean. You were my surprise guest for today, so thank you so much.
Surprise me
How
too.
you doing? Everything good? So Live Place is doing great. So you did some updates to it and everything. It looks really cool. Thanks for having me on. Thanks for having these guys on. I appreciate it.
I'll tell you, thank you all of you for being a part of the Live Place or just knowing about it. I really appreciate it. Great live streamers here, a lot of good rock stars. We're growing fast, so just stay tuned.
Yeah, Dean G, are you guys on the Live Place too? Or I don't think you got. Are you guys on there?
No, we haven't. I don't know
You're
why
on
we
there
haven't.
too. So there's two new people for you, Dean.
Well, thank you. See, Rob, what
you're
you're doing for me here? Thank you, my man.
I'm your agent now. So
you are the
Jim's
man.
on. Jim, you're on there, right?
I am.
Definitely.
Yeah, Steve's on there.
Yep.
And of course, Dan's on there. So and I'm on there, of course.
I'm
too.
on
So
there.
thank you so much for. Are you going to get on there too, Adam?
Definitely.
I joined last week, I think. So.
Oh, cool. Okay, great. Thank you so much.
Dean, how many are you up to now?
We have 45 live streamers, if you can believe that. And so, and I've got a couple more coming on. Just to throw in a question here, have you ever heard of Mad Hatter Radio?
I have. Yeah.
Yeah, they contacted me this week, and that sounded kind of intriguing. So, new stuff coming.
Cool.
Nice.
Cool. Welcome,
Yeah.
Dean. So that's
Very
awesome.
exciting.
And of course, your channel is Dreamers Empires. So you do a lot of live streams and a lot of live videos and stuff. And you do you did my favorite one is your the Epcot one you did at home. So you want to tell us a little bit about that story, or
let's see, the Epcot. Oh, Minicot, sure. Yeah, I'm
Minicot.
you
Yeah,
might
I love
know.
it.
So Bob is really the expert, but we had this idea. Could we create Soren in his pole barn? And just a fun conversation turned into all of a sudden we were doing it. And so it took us like 3 months. But if you haven't seen it, go to YouTube, search for Minicot. You'll see 3 videos. And the best one is the one where we do Soren. And I want to tell you, I mean, like, we put a ton of effort, a ton of money into it, but it was for a Disney nerd. And I know this community here will understand us. Our families did not. It was amazing. So,
my family never understands me either, so I can relate. That's cool.
Absolutely. Thank you.
I'm gonna do a little shift here too. Speaking of Disney and the Disney community, I want to talk about Galaxy's Edge predictions. I have that in some of the topics we're going to talk. I'm going to start out with Gregory or Derick. I'm sorry, and Gregory's not here yet. So Derick, what are you thinking? What how do you think it's going to be at Disneyland? And it's about 2 weeks away. And what do you think? It's not even 10. It's like 10 days away, right? So, what are you thinking? Is it going to be a disaster? Well, how do you think it's going to play out over there? You're on the West Coast, by the way. Derick's in California, so
yeah, we're actually thinking about going next weekend down to 2 weeks but we're not going to go into the park. We're just going to go outside of it. So we're going to be really teasing ourselves, but I think it's going to be insane. The fact that one of the rides aren't going to be open, I think that's going to make it crazier. I don't know if I really, we're going to go during D23. In fact, Bob and Ashley, we're going to meet them there. Hopefully it won't be as crazy, but I think it's going to be Disneyland is more intimate. It's more tight. The area that it is, it's at the back of the park. I just can't imagine everyone trying to get through the park and then trying to get into the land. The land looks pretty big, but still, there's 3 entrances. I'm not sure how many is going to be in Walt Disney World, but there is
2 at Disney World.
There's 3 that they can get into. So I think that will funnel people through a little bit easier, but I think it's going to be insane. I I don't know. I'm not too excited about. I'm excited about the park. I think it's gonna be awesome. I'm just not excited about being there with everyone else.
And then there's gonna be a time limit too. Apparently the stormtroopers are gonna kick out or something like that too.
I think that's the only time is for when they do it for like the people at the have reservations, like at the hotels and that. But after that, June, it's gonna cut off sometime in June. So when we go in August, there shouldn't be any time frame.
Anyone else thinking any other thoughts, guys, about Galaxy's Edge? I'm excited. I know these guys, Dan. I know Steve's going. I know Jim will be in Disney World too.
Oh, Jim's going. We're going to be with Jim too. Jim, how can I forget about that? Sorry. I'm picking him up at the airport.
Remind him, Jim. I didn't even know. To be honest, I didn't know you were going, Jim. That's awesome. That's cool. So
yeah, I'm super excited.
D23. That's what you guys were saying. So, or you're going to Disneyland for Star Wars?
No, for D23. D23. Yeah, and we'll happen to be there for Star Wars, but yeah, excited.
Very cool, Bobby. You excited? Let's talk about D23 too. What do you guys think? Bob's not coming up for some reason. It's coming black. So I don't know. Say something, Bob.
I don't know what's going on.
I think
frozen on this end. Can you hear me?
I hear you, but I don't see you. So
yeah, I don't know what happened. Maybe it's rebooting again. I'll be back in a minute.
All right.
Stupid.
I don't know. What do you think, Jim? What are you thinking about Galaxy's Edge?
Well, ultimately it's going to be awesome. I won't be there opening day. The stuff like that I stay away from. I can't handle the crazy crowds like that. Toy Story Land I stayed away from for weeks. Star Wars I'm going to stay away from for a little bit. Although I'll be lucky enough to see it in Anaheim. So I'll have that, but in Walt Disney World, I'm going to give it some time before I check that out. So, but I can't wait for it.
I don't think I want to go till the other ride opens too. I know that sounds kind of lame, but I think I want to hold it off. So, I don't know if you guys heard that the opening month for the Mickey Mouse ride, I think, is February. I heard 2020. Did you guys see that news piece this morning?
No,
I did see that.
It's kind of cool news. Yeah. What's it called? What is it? I don't even remember what it's called.
Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway.
Yeah.
That's a point for StevesWorld.
I think in talking about Galaxy's Edge too, Rob, I think the experience in Walt Disney World is going to be completely different than the experience in Disneyland, for the fact that there are reservation systems out there and they're not in Disney World. And I've done some research, called some people. Stacy Rogers, I think she's in the chat too. She's also called down there, and we've asked the question to the cast members. The Disney cast members, according to the people on the phone, are preparing for people to camp out with sleeping bags 2 nights in advance on the 27th, and they are not going to turn them away, is what I was told.
Wait. 2 nights now?
2 nights in advance on the 27th, and
wow.
My dining reservations do not guarantee me to get into the park, and I have 8:30 or 8:10 breakfast reservations. So it's becoming increasingly more stressful and exciting to figure out how I'm going to get in.
Dan, you ready?
What's this thing opening? I don't know.
This is another thing I want to do. I want to do a whole thing on their strategy about getting in too. Walt should be here too. I don't know where Walt is. He's got to come on. So come on, Walt. Come on.
Right. So if you don't know, myself, Walt, Steve, and a few others, we're going to be eating. No surprise, we're going to be eating the night before. That's going to be tricky, because I don't know how I'm able to eat at my favorite restaurant and line up at the same time. I haven't quite figured that out yet. Maybe I'll need like a TARDIS or a DeLorean or something like that, or Bill and Ted's Time Machine or something to do that. Yeah. Here's the thing. I booked my vacation before all of this was announced.
Yeah,
and when I heard this news, I was like, okay, this is amazing, yet terrifying, because I have no idea what I'm going to do. And I'm going to be honest, I'm not the best with like crowds, ironically. I don't mind crowds, but when it gets really super tight and busy, yeah, I don't do very well with that. So I really am quite, yeah, I don't really have a strategy at the moment. I am going to be in Disney days after the opening. So do I risk not going opening day and missing out on exclusive merch and stuff, though I will be going in a couple of days after? Though everybody I know will be at Hollywood Studios that day. So it's kind of like...
You're going for 2 weeks too, right? You're not going...
I'm going for 2 weeks, but I only have like 4 days after Galaxy's Edge opens. So that time frame is still quite small. But I know there are some people who are just flying in just to see Galaxy's Edge. So, but for me being from the UK, it's kind of like I have to do it, but I don't know how I'm going to do it.
Well, and I'm not worried about getting in, because I'll get in 2 days later on Saturday. It's only open for resort guests that they open it up at 6 o'clock in the morning. So I can go 2 days later and I think I'd be okay. I want in on opening day. Like Dan's saying, there's going to be exclusive content and exclusive merchandise possibly. So that's my biggest concern. I think we wouldn't have any problem getting in on Saturday or Sunday just because they're doing, what is it called? The extra magic hours or something like that.
Yep.
So, and they're going to open up at 6 o'clock to 9 o'clock only for resort guests. So there'll be a time frame when we can get in. It's just, I want their opening day.
It's going to be, I think Disneyland's opening is going to give us a much bigger picture, and I don't think we can really make any adjustments till what happens in next week. Is it next week, isn't it?
Yeah,
is it
next Thursday or Friday.
Next Thursday. We won't know. Well, I'm pretty sure that every single one of us will be watching, I'm sure, a live stream or some sort of stream from Disney Parks blog or whoever's going to be there about what it's going to be like, because I feel like Disneyland's opening is going to be a fraction of what Walt Disney World's opening is going to be.
And they have reservations.
Which is scary, if I'm honest.
Derick, can I ask you a question? Have you ever, you're a pro, so like it's not really a fair question to ask you per se, but I'm sure you're not living in California and stuff. How many times have people gone and the doors closed because it's sold out because of the capacity and everything?
It's happened a few times. I think the only time it's really happened to me is when they had the 24-hour event and we couldn't get into Disneyland. I mean, we went into Disney California Adventures, but they can still hold a lot of people in the park. But I've probably been at Disneyland about 150 times, and I would say maybe once or twice it was the only time that we couldn't get into it. So it's, okay. I guarantee you that day it will be. But the one thing, Steve, you were saying, if it's only open to the park guests in Walt Disney World, think about how many resorts are there.
Oh no,
so it's going to be insane.
Yeah,
Disneyland. I just shudder to think what Disneyland will be once it's open for everyone to get in there without having the reservations.
With the reservations, though, do you think it's going to be that big of a problem with it possibly shutting down?
No, I don't think that will. I think the main concern is because when they do reservations, am I wrong? I thought the reservations were kind of like a pre-opening, and then when they do the mass opening a little bit later in June, that's when the main thing is, right? Is that how they're doing it? Because if I have a ticket for Disneyland, I just can't go in there. It's kind of to me like a pre-opening. Maybe that's just the way I'm thinking of it. So I don't know if it's technically in the official opening is considered in May, because not everyone can get in.
I'm not sure. We got Walt from Mouse Talk here. What's up, brother? How you doing?
What's up, gentlemen?
Hey, Walt. How's it going? Dilly, cheers. If someone new comes in, cheers to welcome.
All right, I have a lot to say. No, I'm just
I know you do.
Game of Thrones, and then
I gotta say this from Galaxy's Edge. I won't even get into, and I'm not even going to get into Game of Thrones. I won't even get I don't want to ruin my Monday. But anyway, I actually think Disneyland opening early is going to help Disney World with the crowd levels. I think a lot of the people on the West Coast are going to take that first few months and go to Disneyland out west, and that'll be less people coming our way east. I really do. I think it'll. Look, we're still going to have massive crowds, but I think the people in Oregon, Washington State, California, Nevada, Utah. Instead of coming to us, they're going to go that way. I really do. I think it'll help to ease the crowds a little bit. I don't think it'll be as bad as we think it's going to be. I hope not, because I don't want to have to hit anybody.
Well, I would almost agree, but don't forget, I feel like Disneyland is more for the people
Locals?
who live in the West Coast, whereas Walt Disney World is like for
Everybody.
people all over the world. You'll
Right.
get people from Europe, from Asia, from everywhere coming to Walt Disney World.
But
South
there are
America.
people but I think there are people that are impatient that don't want to wait till August, that might live on the East Coast or in the middle of the country and say, "Yep, I'm going west. I want to be there for opening."
Sure.
People are. They want that instant gratification. I think they'll go west. I really do.
You don't think they're going to try to do both?
Why? It's a carbon copy.
Yeah,
It's the same thing.
It's a carbonite copy.
I
like that.
I don't know. I just, it's a carbon copy. If you see one, you've seen the other one. I don't think it's any different in that respect, but we'll see. I mean,
we're going to see both.
I'm not camping out 2 days before. Steve will do that. We'll pay Steve to keep the spot.
I got you covered.
We'll be full on bread service before we even get there.
Yes. Amen to that.
So it looks like on June.
Good.
On June 24th is when no reservations are required in Disneyland. So there's a good 3 weeks that they will have reservations. I think that portion of it then, if it's technically opening May 31st with reservations, I think that will help out quite a bit. June 24th, that might be a different story. It'd probably be a lot more congested in there.
And I need to understand why they're not doing that at Walt Disney World. I love this idea out west of this reservation system. I think it'll help to keep everything organized a little bit instead of just a free-for-all. I don't understand why they won't do it in Walt Disney World.
I think it's a good idea. Yeah, I don't know.
I do too.
Right now, but Derek, is it sold? Like, I can't get a reservations between now and June 24th or whatever the date was.
No, they're sold out. I think.
I'll try.
Those reservations are good. I'm just curious.
Juan Rodriguez has 2 different times on the first day.
Nice.
Yeah, a bunch of
So
different
I don't know how they worked it out there. I know the thing I would like most about that is the people in the resorts get first option at those time slots. Now, like everybody said, there's so many resorts there, it's going to be packed anyways. But at least you wouldn't have to stand in line. So.
Yep. But there's also, they say, when you get your time frame, it's not a time frame where they kick you out. From what I've read, if I'm not mistaken, please somebody correct me. Once you're in, you don't necessarily have to leave. They are just expecting that after a certain period of time, people are going to want to leave, and then the next ones will be able to come in.
I don't think you're allowed on the ride either. I think like you can't scan your band.
There was something I don't know where I was watching a stream the other day, but they did say you're going to have colored bands, and if your band is past your 4-hour block, then you're not going to be able to ride the ride or do whatever the special thing is.
Right, which is incentive to leave.
Yeah.
Right. But they're not going to essentially kick you out, but they're kicking you out.
Right. One thing I was excited about was like all that interaction around the park, like with the droids and stuff like that. I'm predicting. What do you guys think? I don't think we're going to see that for the first, 6 months at least, maybe.
At least, I agree. I don't think you'll see the droids that they said we're going to be walking around throughout the park to help with the kind of street atmosphere, if you want to call it that. I agree. There's no way. It's going to be too crowded. The people are going to be knocking them over, and absolutely not. I agree. It might even be a year up. It might even be a year.
I tried to put my trash in it and it wouldn't work because I think it's like a trash can or something.
It's not push.
It's too funny.
Like I know. I'm sorry. I know Star Wars. I know Galaxy's Edge. The whole area is going to be larger than Toy Story Land is, but Toy Story Land, there's no room to breathe in there. There's no way there's no way they could have droids roaming around in Toy Story Land to this day. So. We'll see, but it won't be for a long time.
That's not what the concept art showed.
In what way?
There's like 12 people.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
There's only like 3 people there, whatever. Yeah, I agree, Dean. Dean, what are you thinking about Galaxy's Edge?
I'm like Jim. I think I'll use it as like everyone's there. I'm going somewhere else until it dies down a little bit.
It's the time to ride Flight of Passage without
Exactly.
Well, I think it's brilliant that they're opening Food and Wine Festival at the same time. So that'll maybe.
I get to do it the next day.
Yeah.
Crazy.
The whole state of Florida is going to crater in the middle because of all the people arriving.
Bob is back. You're right, Bob. Everything good?
Oh, yeah, I'm
Welcome
fine.
back, Bob. What is that? Ice cream? Nice.
It's unicorn
Colorful
sparkle ice cream.
Dippin' Dots.
Unicorn sparkle. It's birthday
Wow, they
cake.
serve weird things in the pub these days.
Yep.
Yeah. Where where are the pork scratchings?
Yeah, Ebony ate them all on the weekend. Seriously, like we had a movie night over the weekend to watch a few Marvel films, and we went to the supermarket to get some snacks and some treats and a load of sweets and stuff like that. And she was like, "Dad, I want pork scratchings." I was like, "Really?" So yeah.
Can you tell us what that is? What us Americans?
It's vile.
Pork, it's not vile. It's gorgeous.
It is disgusting.
Pork scratchings is so if you had a roast pork joint, which like the kind of out of fat, you kind of put salt on it and stuff, and it kind of hardens up into this really kind of crispy, tough kind of.
It's pork fat.
A bit like the way
a
bit like the rind goes on bacon. Mind you, your guys' bacon's a bit different to ours over as well.
Yeah. It's more like Canadian bacon, but it's basically pork fat, and then it's
But it
fried
hardens-
till like
It's not fried. You just roast it.
it's roasted till like it's inedible and it breaks your teeth.
It's just really, really crispy and really hard. But it's nice.
Yeah.
Is that a north or south?
Steve, are you sorry you asked?
No, because if Dan doesn't like it, I'm not trying it.
Dan's a
You see, this is it's why Steve we get along so well.
The Northerners will take more chances with stuff. It's fine, and we live to tell the tale. So
That's right.
By the way, that was burp number 8. Thank you so much, Derick, for the sponsorship. Thanks for the super chat, and thank the Dilly DG Explorers. Thank you so much for the super chat. buddy.
Dan, speaking of weird
Burp
food,
spot.
have you ever tried jellied eels? You're a Southerner.
No, I'm not a big seafood fan.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
Me either, Dan.
Yeah.
They sound
Neither.
terrible. They sound like the worst thing ever, but it's a London thing, isn't it? So
Yeah, I don't even like sushi that much. I like spicy tuna, but that's it.
I love sushi. I love sushi. Do you know what? Actually, I went past a chippy in London today because I was obviously in London. I
A
went past
chippy means a fish and chip shop, by the way.
and I so very nearly went in there just to prove you wrong. I was so going to go get fish and chips and make a video just going, "These are terrible," but I didn't do it. So yeah, next time I'm in London, I will prove you.
You were
wrong.
in London and you didn't even invite me. How rude!
Hey, big news, you guys! The Magic Bands, the new Magic Bands, are now available online.
Nice.
Sweet.
What did it look
Earlier
like?
today, it wasn't available.
They are now. Upgrade options are now available.
How much are the upgrades?
$10. $10, which is a really good price. Figuring you normally pay what, 23 for?
I think
Magic Band?
$24.99, and some of the more exclusive ones are a lot like $34.99.
Yeah.
What are they?
$10.
Are they Galaxy's Edge bands?
No, I'll be honest with you. I told Steve the other day, I just think they're probably some of the bands that aren't very popular that they just want to find a way to get rid of. So they put them on there for the less price.
I'm looking them up right now just to see what they got. Can
I just say, I've always had bad experiences with Magic Bands. I wanted, when I was there last year, I was like, I really wanted a orange one, like the new orange color, and I was super excited. And I get to the front desk, and I was like, because we don't get them delivered here. They were like, yeah, well, I'm very jealous. So I get to the front desk and they give you your Magic Band. And I was just like, okay, I'm ready for my orange Magic Band. It comes out gray, and I'm like, I've had like 3 billion gray Magic Bands. I don't want another gray Magic Band. So I say to them, listen, I really wanted an orange Magic Band. Are there any other colors that I can have? Because I don't want gray. And they were like, we have pink. And I'm like, all right, I'll take a pink one then. So I'll say that I have one. I'll have a pink one. So I had a pink one last year.
So just so you know, they actually have some pretty good ones on here. So they have the princesses. They have good ones of Ariel and Belle, Captain Marvel and Baymax. They have one with Walt with that says Sorry.
Yes, I made it.
It's one of the castle that says the most magical place on earth. That's a pretty neat one.
That
They
one's
have
only
Donald-
99 cents.
Yeah, well, they're all, so far they're all $10. I mean, they got one of Flynn Rider and one of Elsa. They got one that they have one that's just the spaceship Earth panels all the way up and down the side. They look really nice. I'm actually kind of surprised. And there's 51 of them available.
Haunted Mansion one too. Groot.
There's a lot. They have like the outfits going down the sides of them. They're pretty cool.
It's cool.
Yep. Oh, and the other big news today: the walls have gone up at Leave a Legacy.
Oh yeah, I was going to bring that up.
Yep.
My picture's going to get destroyed.
You guys were warned. My
picture's going to get destroyed, and I'm really sad.
Have you got to leave? I've got to leave a legacy from like
Yeah.
2001. So
I know they're moving them to outside of the park, not the actual like monolith things, just the pictures.
No, just the picture.
Yeah,
part.
just the pictures, but they're gonna have to tell me where it is because I want to like.
Which I'm sure Disney will do that because people.
Oh, they will.
They're
going to make it so you have to pass it on the way into the park. I'm sure.
I just want to go up to a cast member and say, I want to find my face.
You never found it, right, Dan?
I've never found mine.
But you can go into the guest relations when you go into the park, right off to the right there.
Yeah, yeah, but food comes first.
Yeah.
Food comes first.
So
Captain Ackron in the chat was saying too, and I was going to bring this up too, that with the droid interactions, because the whole thing with the droids, you're going to see the droids, you're going to move in. I'm moving back to this real quick. I just wanted to say what he said. Of course, I lost it though. Here it is. He was saying prices for the build your own lightsabers $200 plus tax, and build your own droid is $100 with additional customizations. Is more money too. So I wouldn't bring that up. Thanks, Captain Ackron. Sorry about that. Speaking of merchandise and stuff. So
just to give you
but yeah, Dan, I want to make you feel really bad. If you don't pick a color, the default is gray, and that's what they send you. So that's pretty sad that that's all they have is the gray one. So look at the face.
How
many gray ones do you have?
They have the designs now.
Yeah, it's cool. How many gray ones do you have?
Two of a BB-8 and a Darth Vader. And a Thanos.
Yeah, and they are having special merchandise for the for Star Wars opening of Galaxy's Edge. It's on WDW News today. Annual pass holders, they're going to have all kinds of stuff. You can get it at the Emporium right away. So they're definitely going to have special merch, but they don't say what it is, not yet. But where you can get it, they do show, at least at Disneyland. So that's kind of neat.
There you go, Dan. There's my Leave a Legacy.
Nice.
Oh, hold on. Let me hold it up.
Nice, man.
Cool.
Is it easy to find?
Cool. Do you know what? I've been to the guest relations. There it is again. I've been to the guest relations in 2014 when I went, and then again in 2017 because it was 3 years later. I couldn't remember where it was. And yeah, they give you the code, but yeah, it's so easy to find. They just kind of say, oh, it's in row the second block, row C, picture, row 1 or whatever. Yeah, it's so easy to find. It's ridiculous.
Jim or Bob, can you guys please go find Dan's Leave a Legacy, please?
What they also do, obviously, they tell you where it is.
How are we going to find it now?
Yeah, they will.
Where's my
your original picture that you took at the time? That was me when I was younger. So with my then girlfriend at the time. So
yeah, looks chipper. I love that shot.
Yeah.
It's not Where's Waldo, it's Where's Dan's face.
We'll find it, Dan.
Dean, do you have a Leave a Legacy thing on the? That's something you would do. No, I don't have one of those. So.
The tombstones need to. Well, they're going right.
Well, the walls are up, but they're not gone yet, and it's only on the right side. They haven't got them all separate, all walled off just yet. From what I'm seeing, it's as you enter the park, it's the ones off to the right so far that they've walled off.
Okay.
I'm just wondering, how do they get rid of those things?
On the right side.
How do they get rid of them? Because they look like they weigh 4 billion tons.
They're just moving them, right?
Forklift, something like that. They'll get them in there. They'll get it removed.
They just look like they've been
like styrofoam or
They
something.
look like Stonehenge, like they've been there since like the dinosaurs or something.
Bruce Banner will come in, Professor Hulk, and move them.
We have a Hulk to get rid of them. So.
Well, not the Bruce Banner in Endgame because he just knocked a car just threw a tire and that was it.
GQ Hulk. Too fun.
Spoilers, by the way. Sorry.
Does anyone have a brick? We have one over there by the entrance for the Magic Kingdom.
Magic Kingdom. No,
How do you feel about that? The fact that they've basically raised all them up and destroyed them. Are you all right with that?
They said that it was only supposed to last 10 years, and it's been a lot longer than that. So it's fine. I have a little tiny wooden replica of it, so that's good.
Is that what you just purchased? I know that they said that you can actually buy one for like $10. They'll give you a commemorative one. Is it from that or just from the time when you bought it?
Time when I bought it. I mean, we're talking at least 20 years.
Okay.
That's cool.
I think if you're gonna have a brick outside Magic Kingdom, or if you're gonna leave a legacy outside Epcot, I mean, the whole idea is that it's part of the park's history, and I don't see why they should take it. I mean, if they're gonna move it, that's one thing, that's fine. But I mean, getting rid of it completely doesn't sit right with me. I think if people are gonna go and pay their money for it to want to be a part of something forever, I mean, some people put their names down, some people put the names of loved ones down or whatever, so let that stay somewhere, even if they're going to move it, that's fine, but let it stay.
But Disney
I'm
likes
sure
to
when
take.
you put on the conference, it was only some odd years anyway. Like, sorry, Nick, good.
Well, I was just saying Disney liked to take stuff away. I mean, they took away my hat at Hollywood Studios. Like, how could you miss it? It was huge.
Our hat.
Oh.
Yeah, your hat.
To be fair, I didn't like it in the first place.
I loved it.
Well, the thing is, like, I always
We gotta talk.
Dan didn't love it.
I loved, although I wasn't around the Chinese theater, was like the entrance of Hollywood Studios. So when they put, giant Mickey heads hats in the middle of the way, it kind of just like I want to see the beautiful Chinese theater rather than some hat with merchandise underneath it.
I agree, Dan. Yeah, I agree with Dan.
Yeah.
What about with when they Spaceship Earth? They put the wand on it with the hand.
Yeah, I remember that.
And they did Cinderella's castle to make it look like a cake, didn't it? One year or something.
Yeah, I was there. The 20th anniversary.
I don't understand why they had to but they didn't have to get rid of the hat. They could have just put it somewhere else. I didn't want it to go away. I liked it. I just didn't like where it was. So I thought that was kind of too bad.
Plunkett's Galaxy's Edge right there.
There's going to be a big statue of Dan in front of them. I think that's going to be cool.
A statue of me just like eating
It's
like
gonna be in front of
bread
Walt,
service
actually.
and just.
Okay, Walt. Who's going to bread service with Dan? I wanted to make sure. Oh, hold on.
Oh, wait, whoa, look at that.
There it is. Look at this. That's cool. Hold on, Derek. Look at this.
This was a poster from the 25th anniversary with the birthday cake. I thought it was actually really cool looking.
It is
very cool.
I think it looks definitely way cooler like that than it should.
I was going to say I love the photo. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Man, that's
Hold on.
really nice.
Hold it up a second more, Derek. I'm sorry. Hold it a little more.
Oh.
I talked with
I don't know if you
Was
can
this
see it.
bottom of Disney World? It's very cool. I love
It says 25 magical years, 1971 to 1996.
I think it's fabulous.
Yeah, I like it. It's cool.
I love it. Well, Dan knows for bread service. I mean, you got Steve, Dan, myself, Melissa, Donna Jaworski, right, Dan?
Yep, and Samantha.
And is Richard going?
We're trying to get our Johns to come with, and my friend as well. My friend as well is coming with as well.
Yeah, it's going to be fun.
Someone's got a live stream.
We're gonna live stream it or
I'm gonna live stream and vlog in one hand and then eat in the other.
So we can get Steve's reaction and my reaction to bread service because I'm not sure how.
I'll be willing to feed Dan while he holds his two cameras. So.
And I'm gonna film that.
If we don't go viral with that video, I don't know what will.
No, I'm telling you.
That's too funny. All right, let me. So while we're here too, let me talk to some people here about their channels. Bob, what's going on? What's going on with Bob and Ashley's channel? And I have this thing in my mind that your birthday was last Sunday. I apologize. It was yesterday. Happy birthday, Bob. That's awesome. So tell us about little bit about your channel as we go around here. Go around the horn here, talk about some channels too.
Right now we're in the middle of Harmony of the Seas vlog series. That should come out Wednesday. You know, we do the warehouse videos and the park videos. Don't have anything else planned besides that, besides going to the parks. And we're going to do a live stream Wednesday too, right? We're going to think about doing
a live stream. Yep, we're going to do one. Let's do it. So
let me know.
Well, Bob, like it was great for my channel. I got a lot of subscribers. I appreciate it, and I had so much fun with you when I did your live stream. So I said, Bob, let's do another one. It was so much. It was good.
I wish I could do one that wasn't kid friendly. That'd be more like
after hours one.
After hours one. You have to do one of that. Actually keep me tame. Well, just talking to you earlier, you probably noticed that today.
Yes.
Okay. And I got to get with Dean because we go live every Sunday at 7.
Yep.
That's cool.
And this Sunday will be from a park.
Okay.
I don't know which park yet because she hasn't told me.
What was that? The guy in the elevator playing piano. What was that?
That was one of the things we wanted to see because he's on the Harmony and he just moves around. You never know where he's going to be because they have so many. They have what 2, 4, like 8 glass elevators in there, so you never know where he's going to be at. And we just lucked out on the first night and never saw him again. So we lucked out the first night. We rode the elevator for like 25 minutes.
All he does is play piano in an elevator? That's bizarre.
Yeah.
And do they like play the music like outside the elevator?
No, just in the elevator. The only reason that was one of the things we wanted to see when we got on the ship because we knew he was there. We had seen the video. And we were getting ready to walk to our room and I heard music. So I ran back and stopped the door, and then she came in, and we wrote it for almost a half hour, just listening to all the different songs. It was pretty cool.
So much fun.
Nice.
That's so cool.
He's super good.
Anything else you want to talk about your channel, or?
Yeah.
That's it. Bob don't care. Bob's awesome. Derick, my man. Is Gregory coming home soon? Is he coming here soon? Or I know he should be there soon, right?
I think he's just getting off work now, so he's about 45 minutes away. So he's gone for a while.
45 minutes away from home from work? Damn.
Yeah.
I work 2 miles away, so it takes me 3 minutes to get home.
Dilly, California. Is that because of traffic, or he's just far, or both?
It's more traffic right now. On a good day, it's probably 25 minutes.
Yeah. So D&G Explorers, my sponsor channel. I just love to be calling you guys my sponsor. You guys are deep down my partner channels, and you guys are great and everything. But I just love calling you my sponsor channel. You guys are awesome. So thank you so much for being my sponsor channel, which is awesome. Tell us about D&G Explorers.
Well, should have had it released last Friday, but since I was in Vegas, I guess I had a little bit too much dilly going on. So that video is still being edited. It's the last one. It's when you leave the ship. So that's a little bit sad. So we like to do as much Disney stuff as we do cruising stuff. We've been releasing our Norwegian Bliss cruise line videos. So that's going to be ending. And then we're going to be doing a few Disney things. We actually have some Disney stuff filmed from a long time ago that we haven't released. So some of that should be coming out. We got trips to Disneyland, downtown Disney in about a week and a half. We got D23, and then we also have another cruise coming on. And then further on next year, we have a Disney cruise coming up. So
how many cruises do you have? Can you tell?
We have 5 booked now.
That is awesome.
That's through 2021. So we kind of mapped it out. We're going to go into different parts of the U.S. Caribbean. So 2021 we'll hit Alaska and Mexico will be done. So we're hitting a lot of the different stuff. So a lot of fun stuff. And we also, Jim from More Sunshine Please, he's been awesome for us. He helped us with some shirts. We have 2 styles of shirts that you can purchase on Amazon. So D&G Explorers. There is a new Dilly one, which I didn't know we had a new Dilly one, but we've had some shirts purchased. And then he told me that it was ready to go. So Jim's been a huge supporter for us. So thank you, Jim. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. So we're going to have that probably next week because I ordered one. So hopefully we'll have that ready next week to go.
It's cool. And then I'll come right back to you. But Jim, you want to talk about More Sunshine, please, too?
I found my daughter's sound machine.
Nice. I like that. Oh, I see you got the Lego guys. Or the Lego guys. You have the McDonald figures back there too. Yeah, nice.
Yeah, I got a few of them.
Talking about sweet. I don't have those guys yet. You have because You're in Florida, I guess. Maybe we should trade. I'll send you the ones I have. We can
All right, yeah,
talk
good luck with that.
Like,
I got a few. My joke was that when I got the Black Widow, when I tried to set her on the shelf and she fell off. That was my joke. No.
Soul Stone?
What's that?
You have the Soul Stone?
Yes, it was the saddest thing I ever went through. Yeah, I go live every Tuesday at 7:30, about 30-40 minutes. It's just me. I got all my gimmicks, so that's what I do. And then I release something else on Thursday night, Friday morning, something like that. I've been doing the picture quizzes, and just recently we had family down for spring break, and we did the indoor skydiving. So I'm gonna have that video coming up pretty soon. They got an indoor skydiving place in Tampa, so we did that. It was a blast. So I don't know when I'm gonna get that up, but I'm looking forward to putting that together.
Very cool.
Hold on, Rob. I feel like I really undersold my channel.
You did.
It's all right.
Go ahead, Bob.
It's all right.
And of course, Mouse Talk, a power channel. What's going on there, Walt? What's going on? What's going on at Mouse Talk? You guys have. By the way, I want to thank again, Walt, and you thanked me the other day, which was very nice. During the fiasco about people doing your brackets and everything. But thank you so much. I love your brackets. Well, you do a great job with the brackets on Mouse Talk. So thank you for that. Thank you for thanking me. Walt was on his way to work and he went back and got me a bracket. So
Heck yeah, man. No, we Tuesdays and Thursdays we live stream. We don't. I wish we had specific days when we brought out videos. Actually, we just came out with a brand new video. Be sure to check it out. We did the Mount Rushmore of Disney characters.
It was like randomly. It was like kind of like, I don't know. You just put it out at some point.
Yeah, I put it out last night late. I'm trying something a little bit different than how I normally do videos, so I'm a little nervous about it. Hopefully it went well. I hope it's well received. But we got Tuesdays and Thursdays and Saturdays, of course, with Steve. We do Sports Night, and every month, once a month, Dan and I do Star Wars Sundays.
Yeah, we did yesterday.
What was yesterday? Solo was yesterday.
Solo
I think, right?
Star Wars story.
Yep, and there was only one solo person that liked it. That was Jeff.
I like Solo. I have the T-shirt and all, but I don't know.
No, but I appreciate you having me on, man. It's a pleasure to be here as usual.
Thanks for coming on, Walt. Walt's awesome. I love his channel. I check it out all the time. I will check out all these guys' channels. All the links are below, by the way. I think I'm going to judge how much I like a Star Wars movie about how many times I go back and watch it. I've only seen Solo once, I guess. Yeah. I own it, but I guess that's the way to judge a movie, how many times you've seen it back and back. So
I always judge it on whether or not Steve likes it. If Steve likes it, I probably won't like it.
I own them all. So I own them all. So
I have friends like that too. One friend, if he loves something, one friend, if he loves it, I know I'm going to hate it. And the other friend, if he likes it, I know I'm going to like it. So what were you saying, Walt? I'm sorry.
Just saying, if Steve liked it, I probably won't like it. But I'm just kidding.
Walt and I have had a tendency on movies or TV shows lately to disagree. We haven't had the same point of view recently. Let's just say that.
It's 240 and Steve of StevesWorld. Almost to 1,000 subscribers. It's just flying, man. You might one of my new partner channels here. You're awesome, Steve. I'm so proud of you.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
This is the guy who didn't want to live stream, and he was afraid to come on. Not afraid to come on, but he didn't want to come on so much. So I'm sorry, that's not the right word.
They grow up so fast.
He just grew up so fast. He never wanted to live stream, and then now he's addicted to it, which is kind of great. So hey, Shep, what's going on? Hold on a sec. Hold on, Shep. We see you there. Hold on a sec.
Yeah, no,
go ahead, Steve. Yeah, hold on a second. I'm talking to Steve here about his channel there. So sorry about that. You know what I meant, Steve. Did I say the wrong thing?
Yeah, I got you. No, yeah, we didn't want to. I didn't want to be on at all to start with, and once I got pushed over the cliff and got encouraged by so many people, then it was just good from there.
Because you're awesome, Steve. I love you.
Hey, average 35.
What's going on over there, Shep?
That's great.
What is going on?
Have they got ID?
Yeah, they're in the PubTalk. They have ID. Are they old enough?
He is. He's good to go.
All right, Rob,
He's good
I'm
to go.
going to jump off because I'm going to go eat dinner. I thank you for having me on. Everybody, good seeing you. Steve,
Hey, buddy.
8 o'clock,
What's
buddy.
happening here?
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you. Take care, Dilly.
Cheers.
Okay, well,
cheers, everybody.
You Walt.
Well,
take care, Walt. That's Mouse Talk, Walt. There. Hey, Shep, what's going on? Shep just did his first live stream. Speaking of his first live stream, and I invited Shep on. He had me on his first live stream, so I said, "Come on." I don't know about that little guy, though, but
that went really well. Actually, we had a pretty good showing that night, and then you and Dave came on. It was great. Good deal.
It was really cool. Yeah. Well, hold on a sec. Hold that thought. Steve, I'm sorry. What else about your channel? So you do a lot of live streams. You do a lot of Disney stuff. You do Lego stuff, which me and my kid love. So we love seeing that stuff.
Yeah, we've obviously shifted since I started live streaming in March. We've decided to focus more on that, and I'm still putting out. I try to still put out 3 videos a week. Besides that, unless we do a surprise live stream, then we only put out 2 a week. But no, we're having fun. That's all. Meeting people and having fun, and I couldn't be happier with the growth. And we're gonna have fun doing it.
So hold on, Adam's doing something here. What is Adam doing? I can't see.
He passed out.
Yeah, he does.
Pizza and beer got the best of him.
I don't know what that is.
I'll get him a mojito.
Oh,
he's like pouring something from a pouch. You gotta love it. Is that like your keg today? Is it a pouch? Look at it.
Yeah, it's a pouch instead. Yeah.
Adam always brings his A game to the pub. So, Shep family, what's going on? You want to talk about your channel too?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, so I started my channel like December 2017, just kind of doing like more or less documentation of like my kids and stuff, and they're pretty funny, so I wanted to kind of get some of that funny stuff on video. And then we took a bit of a hiatus, and then we just had twins in December, so I got
Is that one of them?
Yeah, that's one of them. So I got a video up. Actually, my last video is the video of us in the hospital with the twins. So this puts us to 4 kids. So we're pretty busy. So,
Cool.
Yeah, and hopefully do a little bit more here and there when I get a chance.
It's cool. Very cool. Well, welcome. Hang out. We'll jump in here. We got a lot of people here today. So I was trying to do it in shifts like Dan the other day, but I don't know. I don't think it's working as good as you, Dan. I got to be more strict, I guess.
Was I really that strict? Maybe that's the teacher.
It was kind of like, all right, 6 o'clock.
Get out.
Get out.
You were structured.
I know you want extra credit, but you passed your hour.
Get to your next class, children.
I didn't get to talk much, but it's all right. I get to your class. And of course, Dreamers Empire, my man, my agent, my super agent here. What's going on, Dean? How you doing, man? How's it going? When are you going back to Disney, Dean? When's the next trip? You got anything planned, you and Bob?
Well, Bob goes all the time, so he I don't know if he's going to go soon or not. But yeah, he usually goes live, and it was kind of fun when we were down there in February, and we were at Epcot, and we were living the Illuminations, and all of a sudden, the viewership just climbed, and we figured out what happened. Josh got done with the stream and sent everybody over, so that was pretty cool. But
awesome.
I do have a show coming, and I've not mentioned it to a soul, and I mean a soul, so I'm going to mention it tonight because I'm wondering breaking news. This is the show name. It's going to be called The Fifth Gate. What do you think? That stir the imagination?
Now you have to feed us more information, though.
Yeah.
What happened to gates 1 through 4?
They're already there.
Well, Disney Springs. I mean, for food alone, that's definitely another park.
Yeah, if you're a foodie, and I am. So the Fifth Gate is something that actually I was thinking Jim might like it, and I'm sure most of you would, which is the concept of this fifth gate that we're always talking about, and what could you do with the fifth gate. So I'm working on that. I'm trying to do a little more prep for my shows now, I'm not as charismatic as some of you guys, so for me it's all about preparation. So yeah, Fifth Gate, hope to do it this summer sometime, and of course working with the live place. So yeah,
Very cool. I love it. You know, my favorite one you did was the Harrison Ford one. I really love that one. It's really good. I love that whole team show. I'm like, come bring back the news show. I love that. I love the news show because I'm featured on it. I love it. I'm breaking news on the news show. So I love
The news show is coming back. In fact, I'm working on my office. I'm gonna do something a little bit there too that I think is gonna be fun. But thanks for being on that Harrison Ford one. You kind of made that show fun. I was a little disappointed though that the end result was Harrison, the Han Solo role beat the Indiana Jones role, and I was like totally expecting Indiana Jones. So that's what happened.
Fun, yeah. I went to watch Sabrina, I guess is the name of the show. I went and watched that after your stream too. You got
good,
me
isn't it?
Yeah, it was really good. There's a lot of good movies there I haven't seen in a long time. Like I think Mosquito Coast was one of them. There's a couple Harrison Ford movies I definitely want to go back and watch.
That was a little different, yeah. Mosquito Coast. Adam, you'd like Mosquito Coast.
I would.
Yes.
Okay.
I just wanted to wake you up.
No, I'm awake. I'm awake.
What time is it there, guys? 1?
Tell me about it.
Midnight.
It's midnight.
We are now in the future.
2 minutes to midnight, and which is a great Iron Maiden song. So,
real quick, Ryan, can you pull a Rafiki and hold that baby up? People want to see it.
Yeah.
Oh, Mini Shep is so cute.
This is the boy, and the other twin's the girl.
Baby Shep,
yeah.
I like it.
I gotta go get a shark outfit.
Very nice. I don't know if you guys watch Modern Family, but
yes,
the finale episode was amazing.
I haven't seen that one.
I won't say nothing, but it was basically what I just did with the baby. The last 3 episodes of Modern Family, the last 3 episodes were unbelievable. If you're a Modern Family fan, a casual Modern Family fan, just it's such a great show. I was dying laughing. They were so good. Just I love the characters on that show. It was really good. So their series finales next year. So they're coming on their last season too. So things don't last forever, I guess. So. Is that over at the Shep family? I hear that yelling in the back.
That could be the other baby crying.
So it's a shift. I think we got everyone who's supposed to be on today. Let's see. Well, I'm waiting on Dave from Brandy and Dave. I'm still waiting on it. If Dave's there too. Dave, if you want to come on.
Did Zip get on yet?
It's too funny. So I don't know what else is going on, guys. Let's talk here. What else is going on? What's your next trips, guys? Who's going? Well, Bob doesn't count, and Jim really doesn't count. But when you guys and Derick said they're going soon too. But who else is going? And I know. Well, it's just kind of a silly question because I know when Dan and Steve's going too. Any surprises? Any trip surprises? And besides the 5 cruises of Derick, and any surprise cruises coming up on or anything, or any surprise? Shep, when are you going back to Disney?
Yeah, we got like I think 18 days.
18 days, I love it.
Yeah, and then I'm going back in August with everybody.
Yeah.
So I'm doing a solo trip. So yeah, it's gonna be awesome. Good time.
All right. So what'd you say, Steve?
He hasn't told his wife yet that he's going solo.
Yeah.
Going solo. He's going with Steve and Dan and Walt and whoever else is going. So it's too cool. So I'm excited for you guys. I really am. Now, Steve, Shep has a mute. I don't know if you could talk, but is Shep more of the you and maybe Dan, or is he more of the Walt and Jim? He's not gonna go, or he's full force.
Oh, he'll be there with me.
I'm going. Oh yeah.
He's gonna go.
There's no doubt. It's already booked. So
Dave from Brandy and Dave is also he's got it planned out. He wants us to live stream the wait the night before in the line. So I'm gonna have company if some of these other guys can't go.
Well, Dave said like I can join him like the day of as long as I bring donuts for everybody. So I might just do that.
Nice, I like that.
You're taking me to bread service. You don't even have to bring me a donut.
Very cool. I don't know. All right, guys. So I don't know. It just was a good run here, guys. Anyone else have anything else to talk about? We covered all our topics, though. One of my topics kind of got kiboshed because I don't want to ruin it for Derick's. Well, what do you guys think? I guess not.
Think of a topic like a brain teaser, like I don't know.
Who else saw John Wick?
Oh, I need to see that.
That was the top movie, right? This weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was better. It's as good as the other two.
I feel like this trilogy is this is Keanu Reeves' trilogy, because the first Matrix movie is revolutionary, but the two that came after that were like, whereas all the John Wick movies are, well, I haven't seen the third one, but from what I've heard, it's really good. But the first two were so good.
We just lost Dean too. He just said goodbye to everybody.
Dean.
Oh, bye, Dean.
He didn't want to get spoiled with John Wick. But
This won't be the last John Wick movie.
no way.
No
way. I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to see it this weekend, hopefully.
And that's the only way they could really do an Arya spinoff, is if they turn her into a John Wick. Because otherwise, I don't know if Arya could pull a whole series herself.
She's such a fan favorite, though.
Yeah, but she was a fan favorite in doses, but the whole show would be a lot different.
Yeah, it would. And apparently, is Patrick still here? Patrick Zippity Doodad. He said he would. I know he's supposed to jump in here.
Oh yeah,
he said he was ready to go.
I'm sorry. Let's see. So come on in there. You dead?
Oh, we did book another cruise, Rob.
Okay, so I was asking. Cool.
We booked. The ship isn't built yet. It's coming out next year. The Mardi Gras Carnival.
Crazy.
So we're going on the inaugural cruise out of Port Canaveral next October.
Oh, nice.
And I think it's like 98% sold out already, and it's, the ship's not out for another year and 3 or 4 months.
It's crazy.
It's gonna be Carnival's biggest ship. And back in, like we were talking on the live stream last night, I sailed on the original Mardi Gras in '94. And comparison, if you've ever seen a comparison between like the Harmony of the Sea and the Titanic, that's a comparison between this ship and the new Mardi Gras.
Wow.
Nice.
It's going to be interesting because it's also a new color scheme for Carnival, which is normally just the white, and they have it blue. So I think the new look of it is going to be really cool.
And it's going to have a roller coaster on it.
We were thinking about doing the inaugural one out of New York, but we're doing our own group cruise a few days later on the Symphony of the Seas. So we decided to do, instead of a Canadian cruise, what we're doing this September, we're going to a few areas in the Caribbean instead.
Then when it leaves New York, it's going to Port Canaveral, and it's a 15-day cruise.
Wow.
We almost did that one, but we're like, we couldn't get away for 15 days.
You gotta watch going out of New York too. It can. I mean, this time of year you'll be fine, but if you ever go out during February, it's brutal. It's hit or miss because we have all the nor'easters up here, and we went not this past year, the year before, so 2018, and it was a great cruise heading down, and we did the 10-night, but on the way up there was a nor'easter, and there was like 20-foot seas. It was. And it was. I mean, at the end of the day, we still got 8 really good days. 2 days were pretty much a wash, but it was crazy.
Yeah, we came back a New Year's cruise last year, I think it was, when the bomb cyclone came through.
Oh yeah.
And we got hit by that at the same time that Norwegian ship, I think it was, got hit going back to New York. We were out there at the same time. We didn't get hit as bad as them, but it was still rough.
Yeah, because we went that same year. We went literally 15 days after that, because I was like, what would you say, in January, right?
In January, yeah.
I remember seeing the footage on YouTube, and I'm like, what am I getting myself into?
I've never heard of a bomb cyclone. That was the first time they used that phrase in our area, so I was like, wow.
Well, we did. What was bad is our ship, it was a day for them to do their testing. They got to do the testing every year.
Uh-huh.
And they decided to do the one where they come to a complete stop as the waves and the wind hit. And we were up in the dining area, the buffet, and people were falling out of their chairs because it just listed right to probably a 20-something degree angle, and everybody just went over.
What testing do they have to do?
They got to test where how quick it'll stop and turns and stuff like that. They do it once a year.
Hey Dave, what's going on, pal?
Hey David.
Daniel.
Hey Rob, your Uber's here.
What's going on?
Game of Thrones was crap.
No.
You've been waiting 2 hours to say that.
I've been waiting 2 hours to say that, basically. How's it going, guys? What's going on?
Going on? I like these drivers. Just don't get an accident. Don't look down at us or anything. So, how you doing, man? Everything good?
Good, man. Good. Sorry, I am late.
It's okay. I'm just saying, we're going to wrap it up soon. I wanted Dave to come on a little bit.
I did say both Daves have been driving and live streaming.
Driving Daves.
Double Dave driving.
What's going on? So yeah, I'm going to be on Brandy Dave's podcast this week. Finally, I think we're going to record it this week. Yeah, definitely. So I'm excited.
Woo.
Yeah, my Media Tour 2, my Media Tour Blitz 2. I'm so excited. So we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it that Media Blitz week, but then I had something come up and I couldn't do it, unfortunately. So.
Dave, congrats on 900, buddy.
Yeah,
congratulations, 900 subscribers. That's awesome. You guys are on a roll.
Getting close, man. Getting close.
You coming home from work? What are you doing there? What's going on?
Watch out for that car.
Yeah, I had to merge.
I just love this shot too. The Dave driving shots are my favorite in this whole episode here.
The Daves.
So what I miss?
Everything.
You missed
a lot of stuff.
I still keep bringing up you guys going to Disney World. I'm so excited for you guys, so I keep bringing that up. So
it's gonna be fun.
Attack, so.
Rob, you're not gonna go?
It is going to be fun. Too many people are planning to camp out though. That's frustrating.
Yeah,
but we heard that you can camp out though. That's what we're hearing. So I don't know.
Can or cannot?
Can.
And
Steve was saying you can. So.
Really?
Yeah. So Dave, I'll bring those donuts. Yeah.
Yeah. That works. I will. I will be in line. Whoever shows up, bring either leftover bread service.
Well, no, you won't. You won't get leftover bread service when I'm there. No, it's not happening.
Can't you just get extra like right at the end to go?
Oh, can we have a to-go cup, please, or a container? So, barrel, please. Stacy Rogers wants to know, Dave, did you get really bad weather in Central PA last night? Like they got in Eastern PA? Yeah, there was a bad storm that went through last night. So,
yeah, we got a few microbursts. Couple areas around where I live got hit worse than us. We just kind of got some lightning and a little bit of wind, but there were some power outages and such. So yeah, they came through pretty hardcore for this early in the year.
ladies and gentlemen, my original partner channel, Mr. Kenny Alpha Chopper 1 is in the house. My man.
Hey, Kenny.
Hey, his first appearance on my channel.
How's it going, guys?
What's up, Kenny, my man? I got to tell you, I messaged Kenny.
My apologies for the.
It's okay, buddy.
Last, hey, Rob and guys here. My apologies for the last 3 months, man. I've been literally on the road from Friday, coming back on Friday and leaving on Sunday, back to back for 3 months now. So my apologies. Thank you very much for having me.
That's all right. Thanks, man. I texted Kenny the other day. I'm like, Kenny, are you all right, man? You like disappeared, man. I've not seen him, so he's been busy at work. So I just worried about
Dude, I have been in Sioux Falls. It's not fun. I've been to Idaho. Not fun. I've also been to Great Tennessee, which is not fun either. So, yeah, all 3 months.
Okay,
trust me, I'd rather be hanging out with you guys than in Idaho somewhere.
I miss you, man. I miss Kenny. Kenny's awesome, man. If you don't
Hopefully no one here is from any of those towns, just saying.
I was in
Well,
the
just
South
to give you an idea how bad the town that I went to in Tennessee is. The whole county has about 10,000 people. I'm talking about county. I'm not talking about a town or city or a building. The whole county, huge county, 10,000 people.
Crazy.
So yeah, 3 months of that, not fun.
You were talking about Galaxy's Edge and Disneyland, Star Wars, all that stuff. Are you excited about Galaxy's Edge? Are you going to go? Are you going to be checking it out? You don't.
Yeah, last time I went to one of those, like the Avatar, I went the second day. Luckily, we stay on site, and we had extra magic hours, and we got there literally. We were there an hour and a half before the park opened, and by the time we got there, there was already half an hour wait. And I'm like, no, I'm never doing that again. I'm gonna let it die down first, man.
I hear
So
you.
Bob, here you go. Bob and Ash, are you guys doing it?
We are not doing it.
At some point, you're going to do it.
Well, we're doing it because we're going to be in Disneyland the week before, so we're going to see
they're in
Galaxy's Edge before. We'll be at Food and Wine that day.
Dan and I will meet you.
Oh,
there
that's so much fun. Let me tell you.
Yeah, I forgot to ask you guys. So, what's going on with D23? Derick, Bob, and Jim. What are you guys doing there? What's the deal? I have no clue about it. What does it cost? What do you guys have access to? What's the deal? What are you guys doing? Derick, what are you guys doing? Bob.
It wasn't cheap. I know that. I think our 3-day pass was like, for two of us, was $277
wow.
for the convention.
Are you going all 3 days to the convention, Bob?
No, we're going the first 2 days. We have to. We had a big old snafu with our flight, and we had to change the flight, and we're leaving Saturday night instead of Sunday. So probably all the good stuff's going to happen on Sunday. But we will stay if something does happen. Like if I know last time they gave people, I think it was fast passes for World of Color or Phantasmic that came back. And there's a rumor that Rise of the Resistance is going to open up for D23 in Disneyland.
Wow.
That would be so stupid.
Wait, what do you mean? Like just for D23 members? That's it?
No, it's gonna. That's when it's going to open, but it's going to be open up for the D23 convention.
What's the dates on it again?
The convention is what, the 22nd or 20? It's a Friday, Saturday, and Sunday of that week.
August 23rd, 24th, and 25th.
25th, yeah.
Okay. And this is your first D23, guys?
This is my first time at Disneyland.
Yeah.
It's the first. Jim is. We're actually picking him up on Thursday. They changed our flight, so they're not getting in till around noon. And then
Derek told us we had to get an Uber.
And then we're going down to the park on Thursday. We're going to the park on Friday, and then we're going to D23 on Saturday, just because Disneyland's going to be crazy on Saturday. So we figured that would be a better day for us to go to the D23. They have a lot of stuff. They have panels there. They have stuff that is specials, merchandise that you can buy there. So it'll be all of our first visit. And Jim and our other friend has not been to Disneyland. Well, Jim went a long time ago, so
yeah, I don't remember.
We want to enjoy the parks as much as D23. So we kind of changed our plans in terms of how we wanted to look at this trip for them.
Well, they're doing the honors too, right? For James Earl Jones and Robert Downey Jr. and those other people.
Yeah.
So they'll be there.
Have they released a whole schedule of events yet? Has that been set?
I haven't seen anything. The only thing I know is the honors is going to be on Friday, right?
Yeah, they mentioned the honors, but they haven't. They said later on they'll show the actual panels and what days are going to be there.
Yeah. I know there's a YouTube video of a panel from years past, the people that provide the voices in the parks. And I've watched that multiple times. I found it fascinating to see the people that provide the voices that you hear in the parks and to hear their stories. It was really cool.
And we wanted to go just because we saw Adam the Woo bombing everybody's live stream the other year.
I always think.
All right, I got a question for you. How bad is the hotel cost for that weekend?
Ashley,
we're staying at Candy Cane Inn, which is on Disney property, but it's not a Disney hotel. That one was $179 a night, I believe. Wow. So not bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not cheap. We're staying at Paradise Pier, and I think it's a couple $100 a night. 2 or 3. I'm not sure.
It's not that bad though. Paradise Pier. It's actually a nice hotel.
We're getting a discount. Employee discount.
Oh, see, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Very cool. Is Disneyland going to be slammed because of D23?
I would imagine. That's why I think if they try to open that new ride at Galaxy's Edge, you're going to have the D23 people going there, and then you're going to have a new ride opening. I think they're just asking for a nightmare.
It'd be fun.
How far is D23 from Disneyland? Is it right there?
It's across the street.
It's across the street.
Yeah,
Okay,
the Anaheim Convention Center is right across from Disney California Adventure, the back of Disney California Adventure.
How's it going there, Dave? All good?
It's good. Almost home. So I'll switch to an adult setup here soon.
Okay. I'm excited. So there's nothing you guys purchased like the sea. Is that available yet? I don't know anything about D23. I guess already.
I think the only thing you could have purchased to this point was early, like getting in earlier than other members, besides your normal tickets. That was it.
Get in earlier.
I have a question for you guys. Those of you who are going, how many of you have allotted a good portion to spend on D23 buying stuff? And what percentage of your total?
Well, I'll see what they have. I don't want to go crazy because the trip is expensive enough, but I understand they'll have a lot of exclusive stuff there. I just don't know what it'll be yet, so I'm looking forward to see what they have. I can't answer that yet, I guess.
Yeah, I'd say a couple of $100.
Yeah, it just depends on what they have.
That's it?
Well, Bob's a collector, as you can tell in the back, so.
I'll get the Star Wars stuff.
I'll get the pins.
Did you see my new Star Wars edition? I showed this one to Rob earlier.
Put it to me earlier. It was awesome.
See, I think that I think seriously, Bob will probably spend the most looking at his collection in the back of him. That's what I think.
If Ashley lets me.
Try to get a bigger BB-8.
I'm trying to get a bigger one than this one. He's like 15
He
pounds.
had a medium-sized one. That's the biggest one.
That's the
And then
biggest
you said
one,
you
yeah.
have a tiny one too. So that's at least your third BB-8 that I know of. So
I got 4.
don't-
I got
And how much-
a bubble blower, and 2 remote controls.
That's awesome. Dan, what do you budget on stuff when you go? When you buy stuff? Because Dan's a pin collector. He collects a lot of stuff
Well, you know, I only actually got into pins like maybe a year or two ago. I never really like bought a lot of stuff because most of the time, like I bought a lot of stuff as a castman because of the ridiculous discounts. But I'd buy like minifigs, I'd buy pins, I'd buy Vinylmation when they were really popular. And then I also like to buy like exclusive stuff, like stuff that really people can't get at all. So that's what I mainly go for, but I don't really like to spend a huge amount on merch, and plus we have to get it all home. And and customs from America to the UK can be interesting.
Expensive,
yeah.
Expensive,
So there's only so much like I buy when I'm out there. Like I try and stick it to half a case.
Nice. Derek's
But mainly I'll try and go to like Cast Connection or something when I'm out at Disney. So
I find it crazy as well. Like last time I went to Florida, I bought on the last day that I was traveling home. I bought a load of candy and a case of Yingling to bring back with me as well, and a load of other stuff.
That's my Adam.
and I was kind of like, okay, I'll put that in the suitcase and that in the suitcase, and then I was kind of squeeze the suitcase down, you know, and get everything in. I was like, right, okay, great. And then they were like, let's weigh it, and they were like, right, okay, you're over. And I was like, oh god. And they were like, that's going to be like $100 more. And but then they allowed me to kind of, instead of spending the $100, just transfer stuff from the suitcase to the flight bag that I was taking and taking on the plane with me. And that's perfectly fine. I don't understand that. It's the same weight going on the plane, whether it's in my rucksack that's on my shoulder or whether it's in the suitcase that's going in the hold.
you know, my new trick when I go cross country from the UK to the US or the US to the UK, every time I go to, the people at the desks to check you in, I'm like, although I've never met them in my life, I'll be like, oh, hey, good to see you again. It's nice to see you. You flying with us again. It's really nice to have a flight with you, and just try and like smooze them a little bit and just be like, oh, yes, I flew with you like 2 years ago, blah, blah, blah. And even if my bag is overweight, they'll still, they give it to me fine because it's always a little trick. If you're ever flying to the UK, say I've flown with that person before, even though you haven't, and be like, and you'll be fine.
Yeah, Stacy says, Dan and Adam, would it be easier to ship stuff home? Probably more expensive, but would it be easier? Probably not. I don't. It depends what it is. It depends how big it is. Everything I've ever bought in the States, I've always been able to bring back with me.
What do you smile at?
Stacy said, "Is it just
Dave
weird?"
like a red skull.
Skull.
What's up? Hi, Winston. Winston likes to say hi.
Red Skull. Is it just me or does Dave look like the Red Skull?
That's sweet.
One must sacrifice himself, and one must. What you see is what you want. And
Hail Hydra.
Yeah, I'm bald, I get it.
What you see before you is both what you want and what you feel.
Well, I was hoping to get home earlier. I was going to put a Darth Vader mask coming out of here after the last conversation we had, where everyone was saying that the curtains were freaking them out. So just
more
didn't
than
get
Red
home in
Skull
time.
freaking him out now.
Yeah, no, right.
Especially in the little picture at the bottom, he looks just like the Red Skull.
I do. This is great.
By the way, where's Zippity Doodad? Where's Patrick? I asked him to come in. I don't know what happened.
Having fun.
He asked me to come in, but we're full.
Oh, we're full?
Yeah,
No,
we did.
this is Patrick.
Whose shift is
Is this
it?
a Krusty Krab? No, this is Patrick.
I'll head out, guys, just in case he wants to join in because I've been on since the beginning. So thanks, Rob.
Yeah,
Thanks,
he's-
everyone, for so much.
So,
Derek.
Derek, dilly, dilly.
Dilly dilly.
Dilly.
Wednesday night, guys. Remember, we're live Wednesday night with Lalito Loca, who is a cruising channel. They're awesome. So I hope you guys can join us on that. All right. Take care, everyone. Thank you.
Awesome.
See you, Derek.
Later.
Come out. The link is below.
Hi, Derek.
My awesome sponsors. They're awesome. All right. If someone could tell
Yeah, just text them.
Okay, cool. Thanks, guys.
Hey, doesn't Aladin open this Friday?
It does.
It does.
And should we be concerned that we haven't seen any reviews of it yet? Don't they do that to movies that aren't doing so well?
I don't know. I don't want to know anything about it. Or the reviews. I'm going Friday to see it, so I'm hoping it comes out pretty nice.
I mean, all the clips and trailers I've seen look amazing. I thought I'd have heard a professional review by now. I just haven't.
It's probably an embargo on him.
Yeah.
Maybe Wednesday.
I mean, I did rant about it 2 streams ago, so I may not rant about it anymore. Because they put out,
you guys
they
know
put out a
that.
clip, and I was just like, oh god.
I don't know if you guys know, but Disney, since Star Wars and every damn franchise under the sun, they actually have a rule for all these movie companies and reviewers. Pretty much, they told them, I believe the first week or so, all the profits for Star Wars goes to Disney. Movie companies don't make anything, but this has never happened before. And from my understanding as well is the reviews. This is what I heard, and they said that the reviews can only be given on a certain time. I have not confirmed that, but this is if you're talking about why you haven't heard it, this is probably it. Disney is such a powerful conglomerate. It's just incredible. All the
Disney
stuff
Dave just posted they can't do reviews after the 22nd.
Okay. Thanks, Disney Dave.
I don't think it'll disappoint. I'm a big Aladin fan. I can't wait for this.
Well, the 2 leads look great and sound great, and I even think Will Smith is going to be great.
I wasn't sold on Will Smith to begin with. I think the more trailers I see, the more I'm.
I think it's more Jafar that I'm a bit annoyed about.
Yes, Jafar to me, like obviously in the animated version, it makes him look like some sort of somebody who's been around the block a while and striving to get what he wants and has kind of not quite got there yet. And it's been years in the making of putting his kind of plan together. The Jafar in the trailers looks like he's just kind of just finished school 2 years ago.
But it was villain school, so he'll be good. You got his master's.
It counts for something.
I think he's going to be okay. From what I've seen, I know people were mad because he has a high pitched voice, and I think he's going to play the part really well, just from what I've seen. I think the whole movie is going to impress a lot more than especially after the first trailer when it just got battered. I think it's going to impress a lot more people than it did originally.
Yeah,
Bob had to go,
but I agree.
I don't know.
So I agree with whoever was just saying. Somebody just I can't remember which you just said. They sound great, you know, the two leads. And was it Dave that said that, or was it someone else?
No,
wasn't
sorry.
Me.
Maybe
Okay,
Bob because he left.
Okay, yeah,
I had mentioned that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Jim,
Sorry.
That guy, more sunshine, please, Adam.
Yeah. That's more sunshine, please. It is in the chat. No, so yeah. Obviously, you said. They both sound great, and in the trailers, especially when they sing "A Whole New World," it sounds almost identical to the original. So, I thought they did a great job with that on Beauty and the Beast, and it looks like they're doing another good job on this.
So who's going to see it? Who's going?
I'm going Friday.
I will take Ebony to see it.
We're trying to figure out how to fit it in this weekend. Gets pretty crazy. So.
Yeah,
I'm gonna wait for every one of your reviews to come out and see if it's good. If it's good, I'll go. If it's not, I ain't going. I'll wait until it comes out to Netflix.
It's not going to come out on Netflix. It's going to come out on Disney Plus.
Right,
Disney Plus.
Oh yeah, that's right. They had that. Yep.
Who's getting Disney Plus, by the way? I'm getting.
I'll have it
when it comes to the UK. I will.
You already have it. Dan has it already.
Well, no, not really. Well, ours is kind of like a cheap carbon copy of it. It is Disney, but there's no Marvel, there's no Star Wars. It's very limited. Whereas what Disney Plus is going to be, you'll have all of that. Disney Life, what we have is good, but it's too expensive, and not all the content that Disney owns is on there.
I can't believe it's only $70 a year. It's crazy. Crazy. I'll have it day
I think
one.
It's smart. Be honest with you, because I'll be honest with you, if it was like $12, $13, whatever, I don't think I'd get it. But for that price, I'm in. Be honest with you, I'm in.
I like the fact that it's only $70 with the yearly subscription. It's still only like what, $6.99 maybe for a monthly subscription, $5.99 somewhere in there,
something like that.
And it's going to be incredible if you like Disney at all, and eventually the Fox brand of things, it's going to be bigger than anything I need. So I'm real excited for it.
Look, you can't buy the entire series of The Simpsons for $70.
Yeah.
Or Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Or Always Sunny, which allegedly Dan says I need to watch because I haven't watched a single episode.
Dan loves that show.
You need to watch this show. It is so good.
All right, Sunny in Philadelphia, Xbox. Hey, what else does David have to get? Dan.
David
David must get reservations for spread service with us.
What's spread service? I don't even know what this is.
Spread service.
Well, the Red Skull doesn't eat much bread service, clearly.
Oh, nice.
Easy's on.
I thought you were talking about online stuff. I'm like, what's spread service? And nice.
Like
reservations.
Service.
Yes, exactly.
Yes. My only concern about Disney Plus is I'm a huge Apple TV man, and I have the Apple TV. I have the 4K Apple TV, which I love. It's such a great interface. All my home movies, my TV shows I've downloaded over the years and everything. I've had a nice ton collection there and everything. And it's right now it's not available for Apple TV. I'm a little nervous about that. So it's only available, I think, on Roku possibly. I think they're going to come out with it and on tablets and PCs and phones. So I'm just a little nervous about that. So hopefully they'll have that together and have that straightened out.
So, Rogers actually asked a question and asked if she was wondering if it'll force Netflix to lower their prices. But here's my take on that. I personally think that Netflix and the Disney Channel, or what we're talking about, the premium channel, are very different social economic classes, because literally Disney right now, this is coming from Eisner, they said their target is the top 28% of the economy, believe it or not. So for people we could enjoy that, go there every day, you have to have a higher income. And in order to have a higher income, you probably, will be more of an enthusiast versus Netflix, where you get everything under the sun, right? International to domestic. So it's that is looking at everybody who don't fit into that mold. That's just kind of my take. What's your take, guys?
Well, Bob's take is The Mandalorian is worth it alone.
Yeah, that looks so good.
Looks so good. The original content is what really interests me. I mean, it's gonna be fantastic. I got to be like Red Skullish right now with the sun behind me. Right?
Yeah.
I love the Red Skull look.
Are they gonna?
I love he's got a new nickname, Red Skull. Sorry, Shep. Go ahead.
Are they going to open up the vault and you can get every movie?
Yep.
Not Song of the South, but everything else.
That's what I'll be doing. I'll be watching all these things I haven't seen in years, and some things that people love. Like everybody's doing their 18 questions videos, and I'm learning about all these things that I should be watching. So that's what I'm going to be doing.
Jim, are they going to have the movies we like? The live Disney movie. I'll be honest with you, I don't know if to stand the test of time. I haven't seen a lot of those, like Hot Lead and Cold Feet. I always say that. Those type of movies, are they going to be on there? I don't even know.
I think so. They're opening the vault. I think everything's going to be on there. That's amazing.
I don't know. Like I think it was one of your streams or someone's conversation was. I don't know if they'd stand. Oh, you know what it was? It was Pepper Tree Villas. I don't know if it would stand the test of time. Some of those movies anymore.
But if it's available, they have it. They might as well throw it on there for somebody that wants to see it. It's not gonna. I don't think it's gonna change anything on their end.
Well, what's going to be interesting to me is that they're popping this out at such a low price point to compete off the bat. Obviously, there's going to be price increases relatively quickly, but it's going to be interesting if they end up tiering it, where $6.99 is your entry level and you get X. But if you want to add the Marvel package or the Princess package or whatever else, I could see them doing that, because if you look at what Amazon Prime has done, your base rate gets you a reasonable amount of content, but if you really want to get into some of the other stuff, you're looking at an extra $10 here, an extra $6 there a month, and the next thing you know, you're
Is that what they're going to do?
No, I'm just saying
if they could do that.
Yeah, I mean, Disney's until recently, Disney was never one to really nickel and dime you, right? And then they added parking and increased, parking at the resorts and started increasing other a la carte options. I really hope they don't, because that's always been the one thing I like about Disney is, especially the parks, you would go, and even though it might have been more expensive, you weren't paying a resort fee, you weren't paying extra for parking, you just knew what the cost was going to be, and if they go to more of an a la carte service, I mean, I could see it with as many. The breadth of what they have, I could really see it being a base cost, and then like if you want to have all the Marvel stuff plus some original content, I don't know, I could see it $2 here, $3 there,
maybe, or bundling it with Hulu or something like that.
Yeah.
And I've paid a whole lot more for a whole lot less than even if they did something like that. I mean, if you buy 6 movies of the year, you've paid for the entire service at $15 a month, I think it is. So even if they raise it up to $15, I mean, that's you're still spending more than that on DVDs. To me, it's worth every penny of it to have it at your fingertips. For as much as I own and as much as I buy for Disney, the streaming service, no matter really if it's under $20, is good for me.
Well, unless Netflix starts to make better original content, which don't get me wrong, they have some good stuff, but it automatically puts Disney above that in my estimation, because what content they're going to pull from Netflix, you know, they started to already, but the fact that you have so many different franchises that they're going to have on this, I mean, it almost makes Netflix inconsequential unless they really up their game on that. So I'm with you, Steve. Like $15 a month. If they charge $15 or $18 a month, I'm still paying for it because of what we want to watch in this household.
Well, when you add in all the Fox content eventually and,
and that
kind of stuff, and I did read that they are gonna split some of their content, like the more adult themed risky stuff is gonna go to Hulu, like Deadpool and things like that. They will not be available on Disney Plus.
That's smart.
But so they're gonna keep it more family friendly. But I mean, I can't tell you how many times we're searching for Disney movies here if kids are over or whatever. I mean, it's just to have it at your fingertips whenever you want is gonna be pretty incredible.
And then you can cancel at any time and then re-sign up. So that's the beauty of the streaming services too.
Yep, like I'm going to go cancel HBO right now.
That's what I'm going to do.
Way better than cable. Cable's way overpriced for not enough good content.
And you know, I think Disney's doing a fantastic marketing strategy by not only the Star Wars show, but they're going to have a Star Wars movie, standalone movie that is only going to be on the streaming service. They're going to have the live action Lady and the Tramp only on the streaming service. So, I mean, their content, I read it's going to be $1 billion on original content in the first year. And I think by year 4, it's up to $5 billion. So, I mean, that's pretty good for original content.
So Apple's getting in the game too. They're going to have a live streaming service about the same time. So this is November. That's when Disney Plus comes out, right? I think Apple's going to have some live streaming stuff too. So that's where it is. Content. That's where the subscriptions. It's always been like that. I'm surprised people didn't catch on long ago. HBO was the first, was the early models of it. They even have a subscription service. Showtime, CBS has a subscription service. Obviously, Netflix, Hulu. Disney owns Hulu now. That a big interest in Hulu. So it's gonna be interesting what they do. I think Steve brought it up. Someone brought it up at Hulu and Disney and what if they bundle it in and stuff like that. It's just gonna be interesting, definitely.
I had to get the older kids to bed, so I'm gonna jump off. But if you guys are still here, I'll check in again.
All right. I think we're gonna go another 20 minutes, and then Steve's gonna go live. StevesWorld. So so we're gonna be here another 20 minins. Good seeing you, Shep. Definitely check out the Shep family. 100 subscribers, new channel. He's coming along here, so he's going to be doing more live streams and stuff. He'll be in from the he'll be part of the pods in Disney World too with the guys there. So should be interesting. Thanks for coming by.
Shep and I in line 10 a.m. the 28th.
Yeah, it's gonna be. I gotta get an early flight so I can get out there and start sleeping.
Change your flight, bro.
I don't even have a flight yet. I have the hotel booked, but if I have to drive, I'll drive. I'll run. I don't care.
Start now. Start. All right, Shep. Take care, buddy.
See you later.
Take care.
Later.
I'm trying to get Meg to come in. Meg, come on in, Meg. Just come say hi real quick. I know you want to go eat. So
Meg has said she's not going to pop in tonight.
Boo. That's such a
pressure,
Meg. Yeah, so I don't know. I think it's gonna be. We just people are just dropping like flies here. What's up, Kenny? My man, miss you, buddy. Wake up, buddy. Wake up, Kenny.
Kenny's taking a nap.
Kenny's taking a nap.
No, but seriously, man, it's like the past 3 months. I've been come back on Friday night, literally leaving on Sunday night. It's terrible.
No, I hear you. I miss doing the show with you, Kenny. Me and Kenny.
This is the first week that I'm not traveling.
Oh, that's good. Glad you're home though. So.
I call Kenny my Jedi master for learning how YouTube worked.
He's awesome. Thank you, Kenny, for
helping
me.
I'm glad it helped.
Yeah.
So how many? So let me ask you guys something. How many of you guys are looking at your monetization? Those who are
every single minute of every single day.
I'm not there yet.
I'm not there yet.
I'm not there yet. So yeah,
I'm not there yet.
We're 96 subs from it.
Wow! Congratulations, you're gonna get there in no time, man.
I hope, man. We got watch hours. That's the tough one. So.
Actually, Rob, do you mind if I cut in here as Kenny is here?
Dan, you could take the whole show.
Right, Kenny. I need your expertise.
Yeah, you know, he's a good.
I believe there is some sort of YouTube conspiracy. Right, I put out content, maximum 5 times every week. 1, 2 of them may be a live stream. I put out good videos hitting around 100-ish views, sometimes more. And it has when did I hit 1,000 subs? Maybe 4 months ago.
It's been a while, yeah.
And I'm literally just under 3,000 hours. I'm just like, I believe there is a conspiracy that YouTube is like, so you see this guy in this corner called DizneyDan, we're gonna laugh at him and it's gonna take him like 5 to 12 months to get.
And I watch the streams around the clock too.
Dan, can I make a suggestion? Redo your 24-hour live stream.
Yeah.
No. And I don't say that to make fun of your last attempt where you you got tired and stuff like that. The live streams are the ones that bring up the watch hours, So just go for it. Do a super long stream.
You do like something like this. Keep going.
Do something fun. Hell, if you want to go and do a theme park in the UK and you want me to come and join you and we'll do a collab or whatever and we can put it on your channel, let's just go and do a long stream. Let's just go and have fun. Whatever you want to do, and let's just get people watching on your channel. The streams, especially the longer streams, are where you're going to get your watch hours in. The more people that are tuning in and everything like that. You had great numbers the other night on Celebration Fiasco. Let's just do something big, and you'll.
He was saying though, he didn't get much hours from that, which is
I didn't. I only it jumped a little bit, but not as much as I thought. I thought it'd be over 3,000 hours, and I'm still under, which is a bit
Dan, so here's my suggestion to you. I've actually suggested this to 2 different people, and everybody who was able to do it, they were around 2,900 hours, or I think hours, right?
Yep.
So one of them is a Vegas guy. So I told him, go to Vegas, stream from your room, and say live from Vegas. That particular stream for that friend of mine, literally within 24 hours, got her all numbers one day.
Wow. Okay.
Jesus.
The other guy, he's based in LA. He was at 32 or 3,300 or something to that effect. And I told him, go to Disney World, dude, start streaming. Take everybody in. That's what he did. And that night he had 3,900.
Right.
If you have something that really, so let me ask you this, and this is going to be a very, very hard question, okay? Yep. Your subscribers, are they 100% Disney?
Most of them, pretty much.
Okay. Base your stream on Disney, show them something.
Right.
Use that as a bait. And that's exactly what you have to do to bring them in.
Galaxies Edge line live stream.
Yeah. I told them earlier we were talking about that, Dave.
I'm there.
Yeah.
Totally.
And you know what? You have a lot of merch, man. Let's do something that says, let's take a look at the merch.
Sure.
You know how, let's ask Bob. He has such a great, Disney character warehouse video. I'm always watching it, dude. And it's just because of the merch. I love that merch.
Hold on a sec, Kenny.
The merch that you have.
Hold on, Kenny. We got Zippity Doodad, PJ in the house. PJ, I need a beer, buddy. I need a beer.
PJ,
give me a
Hey, what's up?
Where are you guys at?
We're at Hollywood Studios right now.
Hollywood Studios.
Yeah, we just watched Lightning McQueen race the for the first time.
That's cool.
Is Zip Mom?
Hey, Mom.
Hey, Zip Mom.
ZD square to the house.
We just want to pop on real quick and say hi to you guys, and we just
we love you guys. We wanted to say hi. Hey, PJ.
Oh, thank you.
What's going on?
Is PJ having fun?
PJ, you having fun?
Yeah.
He is.
Nice.
Yeah, we're going on Star Tours now, so we figured we'd pop in real quick. We saw an opening. I know you guys are finishing up.
Very cool.
Awesome.
Thanks, guys. We appreciate you guys coming on. What's going on? Definitely check out
Can't wait to watch the
DizneyDan's channel.
replay.
So, have you been doing a lot more videos and everything down there, Patrick?
Yeah, yep. We tried to do a quick couple of live streams yesterday, but the reception cut out one time. My phone overheated another time. I was on 4K, but I should have been on 720 or 1080. But we're gonna do a live stream tomorrow. Yeah, we're taking a lot of vlogs. We're having a blast.
All right.
Hey, Pat, how busy is it down there
Yes.
this week?
It's about
How
a crowd
busy is it
level
down there
6
this week?
each day. Is that about right? Yeah, about a crowd level 6. It's not too bad. We've seen it a lot worse, so
that's not bad.
We're enjoying it, but it's hot. It's very hot. It's been low 90s every day. We've been taking a lot of pool breaks.
It's the way to do it.
But we won't keep you guys. We'll be watching the replay later on.
You guys
I
are
just want to say
awesome.
hi to everyone.
Good seeing you guys. Take care, Patrick. Thank you guys so much. Bye,
Yeah,
guys.
thanks,
Bye,
PJ.
PJ.
Bye,
Thank you,
PJ.
buddy.
Bye, guys.
I miss you, buddy. Thanks for
Bye,
eating
guys.
Blackbird. Making me
What's your
jealous,
favorite
buddy.
ride, PJ?
PJ, what's your favorite ride?
Space Mountains.
Nice.
Space Mountains.
Nice.
What's your favorite ride in the studios there?
Tower of Terror.
Probably Slinky Dog.
Slinky Dog, he said. No, he's been on Tower of Terror twice, and now he doesn't want to go on anymore.
Do you ever do
So we haven't
Jedi
gone-
training? Do you
Yeah.
Jedi trainer?
Yep.
That's
he is.
awesome.
He
Very
is.
cool.
Love it.
All right, guys. We'll let you go. Have a great time. Thanks for
All
checking
right.
in, guys. We appreciate it.
No problem. Bye, guys.
Later.
Take care,
Bye,
everyone.
guys.
buddy.
Bye,
Have
guys.
fun.
Bye, PJ.
Thank you.
PJ, I need a juice box, buddy. PJ, my man. That's awesome. He's cool.
So I've been trying to start the hashtag Wall Tower of Terror.
Yes.
For Walter. We're trying to getting him to 1,500. It's my personal goal to make sure that he gets on Tower of Terror. I'm so looking forward to this. Steve, are you planning on having all 5 cameras?
No, I would hold all 5 cameras if I had 5 arms, but I'm going to be the one right in his face. I'm just going to be laughing at him. I love the guy to death, but he's going to scream like a little girl, and I'm gonna be right there in his face while he's doing it. So
what's he at now?
He's about 118 away or something like that. I can't remember what he's at.
He's
He's
getting
at
close to
1382. So he's 118 away.
I was gonna say he's getting really close to 14 there. So yeah, I'm excited. I hope it happens one of the 2 days that I'm there.
Yeah,
But-
he's pretty. They do a great job for us and for the community and everybody else.
Yeah.
They're great people. They deserve more. But this is gonna be like Dave said, personal mission to get him there just for this little incentive.
Yeah. Well, and I know he doesn't like the ride, and if he doesn't want to go on it, whatever. But it's just so much fun to talk about between then and now. That's all that matters.
Yep. Scare him before he goes.
Exactly.
Hey, Steve, do you have to head out?
I'm going to go in about 5 minutes.
Okay.
But I am going to hold my phone on audio right in front of his mouth, just so I have an audio clip of the screams.
Nice. That's awesome.
All right. So if I can tell one quick story, and unfortunately I wasn't in the same car, but I've been in the Disney community for a long time with a group called the DizneyDads, which we started on the Diz and then migrated to Facebook. There's like 1,800 of us. You guys need to join. Petitions are available if you want to. But anyway, great group of dudes. Every year we go down for convention over Marathon Weekend. And there's between 20, 30, 40 people there. But, we get together, ride a bunch of stuff together. And one of the dads goes on Expedition Everest, and he is not a thrill ride guy. So he's in the car, and Steve, exactly what you just said happened. He's like, I don't like this ride. So the dude that was sitting next to him filmed him, and it is one of the funniest things I've ever seen. You go down backwards and you stop, and right before you go down forward, as soon as he hit that little hill, he's just like,
that is awesome.
So amazing. So if we can get Walt to make whatever high pitch scream he's going to on Tower of Terror, I'm going to be extremely happy.
Yes. Makes it we need to make it our ringtone to our phone.
That'd be hilarious.
The noise made every time the pub door opens and someone joins.
There you go.
That is awesome.
That's hilarious.
How you holding up
Hey,
there,
Disney
Dan
Dan.
and Adam?
I'm good.
That's good.
Going
Hey, Disney
strong.
Dan. If you have any other questions, PM me.
Sure.
I have friends who work for Google, so
Okay.
if there's something I don't know, I could pick the brain for you.
Okay, that'd be great. I'll send you a message at some point tomorrow.
All right, awesome. And Rob,
Yes, sir.
we still got to get together, man. I got to show you some of the tricks to really bring some ad revenues back to you, man.
Oh, that'd be great. I'm really excited.
Just to give you an idea, like what I've learned from a friend of mine, my revenue went up 300% based on his suggestion.
Wow.
You gotta help me. Yeah, I don't look at my AdSense. I don't, unfortunately. I gotta really do it. So I gotta
Hey,
check.
Rob, I am going to go ahead and jump out and get ready just in case I have a snag.
Right.
So
Don't forget StevesWorld. I just posted the link right after this, 8 o'clock. That's about 7 minutes from now. We're gonna finish at 8. I'm gonna start saying goodbye to everyone. We're gonna jump over to Steve's live stream. So thank you so much, Steve. StevesWorld. He is at 949 subscribers. It's awesome. So he's almost there, 51 away from 1,000. So definitely please check out StevesWorld.
51.
We're gonna go check him out and let him. He's
Hey,
gonna scream
Steve.
like a girl too. So.
Yes, sir.
Hey, Steve, do me
Yeah.
a favor. Put something together that says I'm going to be celebrating 1,000 soon or something like that on Twitter and,
we'll retweet it.
Instagram. We'll share it.
Every day,
We'll
make
pop
a
it
big
out.
deal of it.
We'll get you to 1,000.
Last 50, yeah. Come on, Steve. You got to make a big deal of it. All right,
Will do. I
Make a big
appreciate
deal
it,
out of
guys.
it. Get
You're
it.
the best, Steve. Thank you so much.
Will
for
do.
staying
Thanks,
the whole
guys.
time. Thanks for coming home from work.
Bye.
For me.
Cheers,
Thanks.
Steve.
Later,
See you,
Steve.
pal.
Take care, guy.
See you, pal.
Bye.
There we go.
Thank you, buddy.
Yeah, I wanted to get out of here by 8. So, is there anything else anyone wanted to say before we get out of here? I'm going to go over your channels real quick again before we leave. So, anything? Okay.
I just want to reiterate that I'm extremely excited for the Beverly Challenge with Dan and Corey.
Nice.
So throwing that one out there.
That too? That's awesome.
It's gonna be a lot of fun.
Yeah, buddy.
I'm looking
That's
forward.
one of my top moments of Corey and Dan's streaming when he did that. When you see him, when you see Corey filming and he comes around the corner and Dan is holding that. He has a tray of Beverly. I was just
That's so great.
And
that's why I love
just
this.
to give a little bit of an insight, there are more. Corey and I are planning a lot more challenges.
That's amazing.
By the way,
time we're gonna have fun.
Go ahead, Kenny.
I found out that Epcot is not the only place that has Beverly's. My understanding is they also have that in Vegas now. There's a Coke museum.
Oh, cool.
So, if you guys are ever in Vegas and go to a Coke museum, you love Beverly, you can get some free there.
We're going to check that out. And let me say goodbye to Kenny here, Alpha Traveler 1, my main man, Kenny, my original partner channel. Thank you so much for checking in, Kenny. All his links are below for Kenny, my man, Alpha Traveler. He's Kenny's still pumping out those videos. I've been enjoying him, Kenny. There's a lot of good stuff, a lot of Disney stuff, a lot of Vegas. He'll be back live streaming one of these days. So thank you so much, Kenny. I appreciate it for stopping in.
Thank you.
You're the best. And AdamsLand, my man, thank you
Just
so
based
much.
on what Kenny was saying before, like when he was throwing out the advice, Dan, come on, let's do it. Vegas, let's go.
Oh, I'm in.
Wait, you want me at Vegas?
Oh, dude,
Of all places, you want me there?
I think I could break you in Vegas. It'd be great. So
I'm not denying that you probably could.
I think I could break you in Vegas.
Not happening. Not happening.
Definitely check out AdamsLand and Ebony's little channel, my partner channels. The links are all below there. So you guys
Thank you, buddy.
just drop some merch too. Check them out.
Yeah, I've just posted the Spreadshirt link as well in the chat. So
nice.
Bob is back. He had a little crash there. Bob and Ashley's channel looking good though. It looks good, man. I don't know what's going on. It's looking nice and
I don't
crisp.
know what the heck's up with the computer. That's why I bought the laptop, and I just haven't started using the laptop yet.
Yeah, it's all right,
So
man.
I'll make sure we do that Wednesday when we go live.
Yeah, Wednesday, me and Bob are going live. I think 5. I think that's the tentative time.
no, 5 is good.
Yeah, so because I know Meg goes at 8 and stuff, so we'll go or before them. So
We'll just shoot the crap.
Yeah, and thank you so much, Bob and Ashley, one of my other partner channels. You are awesome. Definitely check out their channel links below. And David and Brandy here. I'm going to be doing their podcast. I'm so excited. I think we're doing that Wednesday too.
No, we're doing that Thursday.
Oh, Thursday. Okay. Thursday.
We were talking about doing something later Wednesday.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah, whatever we want to do. So we could talk about it. We'll check out my Twitter and check out my channel. We'll be doing some stuff. So
yeah, man.
Thank you so much, Brandy and Dave.
It's Media Blitz.
Yeah, and what are you at now? What's almost there? 900 subscribers. They just hit it. So
904 officially.
These guys at 1,000. So that's awesome. He's awesome. And my man DizneyDan in the house here. Thank you so much. I think this is the least amount you and Adam talked during the PubTalk. I'm so sorry, guys.
Well, probably because I did 3 hours on Saturday.
Yes.
Nearly 2 hours yesterday and 3 hours today.
Thing too after that.
And I've had about 3.5 hours sleep in the last 24 hours. So.
Let's see the update while I'm here.
Okay,
drum roll.
Kenny,
29:45.
Wow, that's getting there though.
So we're there. We're getting there.
Getting there.
We're getting
Daniel.
David.
And Jim for more sunshine. Please, Jim, I have to have you on separately so I can talk to you more. I'm sorry, Jim.
Hey, well, thanks for the invite tonight. And Kenny, I'm going to tweet out that I am only 675 away from 1,000. So if you could share that with everybody, that'd be great.
That's cool.
And whatever in there. So
me and Jim are around the same. So yeah.
All right, guys. Thank you so much to the super chats, Dilly guys. Thank you to everyone on the show today, D&G Explorers, all the guys, Roadtrip Dave, all the drivers today, the Dave driver. Everyone was on. Of course, Dean. We had a bunch
driving Miss Davey.
Dave's on the run. Both of them.
Dave's on the run. And don't forget, I'm going to put the link right here. We're going to go over to StevesWorld. He's going to go live in about 2 minutes. So check him out. And again, congratulations to 1 year to Disney Fiasco, Dan. I had a blast. And we had such a good time. If you guys haven't seen that clip, that's had a lot of views too. So definitely check it out.
Thank you.
Yeah, Dan, you did a heck of a job on it. I apologize. I couldn't get in on it. It was I had a 2.5 hour drive back from where I was, and I listened to it the entire way. So
that's a lot of Dan.
It was, you did a good job, man. I
appreciate that. I really
24-hour stream. I can't wait.
It's coming.
Just do it. Who cares? If I'll take a couple hours. Adam will take a couple hours. You come in like if you want.
Red Skull will take a couple hours.
Red Skull will take a couple hours. No problem, man. So
take your soul.
Leave this stream going, even if you just have like something static on there, whatever. So. Be fun. All right, guys. It is 3 hours. That was so much fun. Again, it was just crazy. Like we had such a blast when we did it a couple weeks, like last week or 2 weeks ago, and then this one again was so much fun. So thank you guys. If you're on the stream, if you guys left, thank you for coming on. I appreciate it. Another Pub Talk in the books. Pub Talk 21. I can't believe it. And we'll be back soon. I think this week we might be doing another Pub Talk. I'm not going to be live.
So PubTalk is now old enough to drink.
I was just going to say that.
Yeah, PubTalk is now old. In the States. I mean, it was old enough to drink 3 episodes ago in the UK. So
right.
Okay. Actually, Shep just posted the link, and Steve just went live. Monday Madness, Impossible Disney Trivia, Aladin Edition. Go enjoy that. Tell him Rob sent you. I just got the notice, the little ding. And thank you guys so much. I will see you soon. Watch my channel soon for future stuff, and I'll be on Bob and Ashley's channel on Wednesday, 5 o'clock. All right, guys, take care, everyone.